Murray, Gracie is being joined on the field by her mother and stepfather, Michelle and Matt Williams. Gracie plays basketball and runs track. She is a member of Rock Creek Community Church and hopes to further her basketball career after graduating from high school. Colby Grace Murray. The sophomore representative is Savannah Victoria Carter. Escorted by her father, Roger Carter, Savannah is being joined on the field by her mother, Monica Carter. Savannah is a varsity competition cheerleader, a member of HOSA, and a team manager for the Heritage Generals football team. She is a member of Olivet Baptist Church and plans to pursue a career in the medical field after college. Savannah Victoria Carter. The junior representative is Riley Kiana Shaw. Riley is being escorted by her father, Glenn Shaw, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Kelly Shaw. Riley is a member of Partners Club, HOSA, and the Leadership Committee. She is a captain of the 5-star dance team and was a Governor's Honors nominee in dance last year. She attends Peavine Baptist Church and plans to attend the University of Georgia to become a pediatric dentist. Riley Kiana Shaw. And now, introducing the Heritage High School 2018 Homecoming Queen candidate, Reagan Ashley Armour. Reagan is being escorted by her father, Jason Armour, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Christy Armour. Reagan is a 4-year varsity member of both the softball team and basketball team. She is a member of the Leadership Committee, Partners Club, Jelly Club, and the Lunch Crew. Reagan is a member of Peavine Baptist Church and plans to attend college to major in either education or business. Reagan Ashley Armour. Julia Ray Castleberry. Julia is being escorted by her father, David Castleberry, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Krishna Castleberry. Julia is the senior class treasurer, president of the Jelly Club, a choir section leader, and a band section leader. Julia plays Christine in this year's halftime show. She is a member of Beta Club, National Honor Society, and is involved in musical theater. Julia is a member of Mission Glen Baptist Church and plans to attend college to major in political science while continuing to work in musical theater and choir. Julia Ray Castleberry. Alexis Lynn Tate. Alexis is being escorted by her father, Arturo Martinez, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Heather Martinez. Alexis is the weapons section leader in the Legion of Generals Color Guard. She plans to attend college to major in biology to prepare for a career in veterinary medicine. Alexis Lynn Tate. Sophie Elizabeth Roberts. Sophie is being escorted by her father, John Roberts, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Angie McKeon, and her stepmother, Amy Roberts. Sophie has been a member of the varsity soccer team since her freshman year. She attends Peavine Baptist Church and plans to attend a cosmetology program in the fall of 2019 in preparation for owning her own salon. Sophie Elizabeth Roberts. Christy Yunsun Song. Christy is being escorted by her brother, Andrew Song, and will be joined on the field by her mother, Minjong Wan. Christy is a drum major for the Legion of Generals Marching Band. She was a Governor's Honors finalist and has earned chairs in district and all-state bands. She is the Vice President of Beta Club and is a member of National Honor Society, Student Government Association, SBLA, and the Science Club. Christy is concertmaster of the Chattanooga Youth Symphony and plans to attend Emory University to major in biology and go pre-med in order to become a pediatrician. While continuing to study, she also plans to continue to play music. Christy Yunsun Song. Crowning the Queen will be the Heritage High School principal, Ronnie Bradford, and the 2017 Homecoming Queen, Hannah Abraham. Hannah currently attends the Georgia Institute of Technology, where she majors in biomedical engineering. She plans to participate in bands in the spring. The flowers for tonight's ceremony were provided by the Heritage High School FFA under the direction of their amazing sponsor, Megan Shearer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Heritage High School's 2018 Homecoming Queen is Christy Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, please give all the members of Heritage High School's Homecoming Court and our Queen, Christy Song, one more round of applause as they exit the field in preparation for the team to enter the stadium.
I'll let you know when they go back in. They're going to camp out.
That was so fun. Everybody, we had the boys' birthday party. Fireplace and everything, having a good time. What's going on?
Work a little bit. What are you up to? Bobby is napping.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captains for tonight's game. Number 1 for the Lafayette Ramblers, number 1, Bashan Daniel, and number 27, Andrew Pendergrass. The captains for your Heritage.
Tour guide. 17.
Good evening, folks. Welcome into Heritage Stadium here at Jeff Sims Field. You see the captains down there doing the coin toss as we get ready for a big game of football here, our second region game of the year. Generals come in 1-4. They dropped their first region game last week out at Ridgeland. Played pretty well at times, just too many turnovers last week. Lafayette got a big win over Southeast last week, 28-21. So they are 1-0 in the region. This will be a big win for the Generals if we can get it. Beautiful night tonight on Homecoming 2018. Here with Jeff Green on the call with me. Nice night for football. It's going to be a sloppy field down there. How do you think that's going to affect things tonight?
I think it may help Heritage a little bit, Kevin. Lafayette's got some pretty good athletes. The sloppy track may be a benefit to Heritage with their passing game. I think the receivers know where we're going and it might make a tough time for Lafayette to cover some of our guys.
It was pretty soggy down there. I was down there earlier and had a ton of rain this week. It hasn't rained today, but it's still muddy down there. Have to keep an eye on that, how the conditions play out tonight. I mentioned last week out of Ridgeland, we had almost 300 yards of total offense. Moved the ball at times, played a little ball possession early. But too many turnovers gave Ridgeland good field position and some quick scores.
It's been the story of the season, in fact, Kevin. The Generals have moved the ball pretty good. They just haven't been able to hold on to it. And Coach Slaughter, we talked to him after the game, he was pretty excited about the way the Generals played the second half. And you don't hear that a lot when a team gets beat 53-28 or whatever the final was there. But he was pretty excited that they played pretty good against a really good team in the second half. And Ridgeland didn't really pull any starters out either. They kind of kept their first unit in, and he said that was something to build on in hopes of the Generals still making the playoffs here in 2018.
Yeah, one bright spot last week, the emergence of Nolan Letzkus. His first game in action, had 12 catches for 105 yards, a TD. Looked very dangerous last week. I'm sure he's going to be a big focal point tonight. Of course, we got Jeffrey Curtis averaging almost 100 yards a game on the ground, so got those two weapons. And we'll have to keep an eye also for Chandler Hill. Not sure if he's going to be back tonight. I saw him warming up, so we'll see how much playing time he gets.
Yeah, I think our offense, and especially our specialty players there on offense, they're pretty solid. I think if the line holds up and we don't turn the ball over, we can put some points on the board.
So see the Generals kicking off. A short kick here. Mishandled by the Ramblers. They're going to fall on it inside the 25. So some good early special teams by the Generals there on the little chip shot.
Yeah, that would have checked up nicely on any green around town right now. I think it probably just came to a stop.
I believe that was Anderson Britton there with the sand wedge, just opened the game up.
Yeah, they've been going strictly onside kicks, at least they did against Ridgeland, and I think we recovered one or two of them. But that's not a bad play today with this wet track, slippery ball. You might see some turnovers out of that special teams if that stays the way they play it.
Yeah, that's probably something the coaches saw on film, maybe an opportunity to chip it into some space. So here's the Ramblers offense. First look at them. They run the spread, as you can see. Everybody's checking their wristbands, getting a play from the sideline. A lot of teams in the spread this year. We stuff them right here.
Boy, we sure did. That's good penetration. I can't make out the number. It might have been Noah Sims, but he was in there about when the handoff was given from the quarterback.
Jamario Clements on the carry there, and he was hit immediately. Took the handoff and then hit the ground. Lost a yard or two.
Yeah, they got it 2nd and 11 over there.
Ramblers heading back north. The sun is setting just about below the horizon. The lights are on here, shining down on a sloppy Jeff Sims field. Big homecoming night. General's looking for a big win. They're looking to throw over the middle. We hit him right as he threw it, and that is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I think the pressure there made caused the incompletion. 27 had a little separation, but I believe we made a little contact with the quarterback there, and it caused him to throw it poorly.
44, Pete Patrick on the coverage. That'll bring up 3rd down.
That was Pendergrass, the intended receiver. So 3rd and long coming up here. Be a huge start, a great start for the Generals defense. We can get the ball back right here. Again in the spread, swings both ways. They bring number 2 in motion. Quarterback looking to throw again. That's Daniels. He slips down. So already we see the sloppy field giving the players some trouble down there. So far it's worked to the Generals' benefit. We're going to get the ball back early in this first quarter.
Sure was. That's like 3 times they've lost their balance, and that's a big stop right off the bat here. They're pinned way back in their own territory, and they're going to have to punt it out of there to Heritage here.
Kicking game is going to be interesting to see too. If there's any slipping on the kicking game, that could turn into a big play either way. We're running a player out there. Looks like Pete Paget coming in there a little bit late. Low line drive punt here. Nolan Letzkus going to leave that one alone. Crosses midfield, but we're going to have good field position right there around the 46. 10:22 left in this first quarter, and the Generals have the ball back. Going to head down Jeff Sims Field back towards the school. That's big Chad Young, our umpire, going to set the ball on that far hash.
Yeah, and here comes the Generals offense with Nick Hansen. He can throw the ball really well if the Generals give him time and we can stay away from those turnovers we talked about. Might be a big night for Nick.
That is big. Jeffrey Curtis in the backfield again. I mentioned he's almost 100 yards a game, 95 or 96 yards a game. So if he has a big night tonight, we'll get him into triple digits on the average.
Flag on the play.
Already a penalty from LaFayette. They've jumped offside. So that'll move the ball around midfield for Heritage.
LaFayette comes in 4-1, so you got to figure they've got some confidence and all, but they haven't played a really tough schedule. Again, they did get a win over Southeast, region win over Southeast last week. But if we can punch them in the mouth right here with some points, they may start questioning themselves a little bit. That's Chandler Hill right off the bat, the intended target. So Chandler's been out for a few weeks. Notice a knee brace on that left knee. Looked like he was moving pretty well there.
Yeah, he's got those wheels. Might have been a little bit overthrown, but I think Chandler thinks he should have caught that ball. Could have been a little bit wet, but it hit him in the hands, and he usually pulls that down.
That was about a 40-yard laser beam from Nick right there.
Yeah.
That's really impressive from a sophomore quarterback.
Didn't take much effort, did it? He just got it out there.
So 2nd and 5. Take it to Curtis, going to go over there. That's Letzkus on that far side making a few Ramblers miss. Now he's turning on the Jets. Up right about in the 20-yard line.
Whoa.
He almost took it to the house.
Boy, he found a lot of room over there, made a couple of quick moves, like you said, and I thought he was gone. Nice play there by the cornerback over there for Lafayette to get a hand on his ankle there.
It's a last-ditch dive by the Rambler to trip him up.
He scored on that last week against Ridgeland going the other way, and he's a good weapon. A couple of years ago, he had a great season catching the ball toward the end of the year, and now he's really doing it in his second game back out this year.
So he might have stepped out around the 31. So they got the ball spotted back a little bit farther than I thought. 1st and 10. That's Jeffrey Curtis on his first touch of the game, and he's going to ramble for 7 or 8 yards. He's close to another first down.
Jeffrey Curtis on the carry.
Yeah, and they're moving it right down the field here.
Number 5, Stoltz on the stop.
We mentioned 3 weapons to open up. Letzkus, Curtis, and Chandler Hill, and all 3 of them have gotten a look. early on.
Well, you had to think Lafayette was focused in on stopping Curtis, and with these weapons we have that for Nick to throw to, it's going to be hard for them to stop, in my opinion. We'll see how they do it, but there's a lot to worry about.
Sorry, Jeff. This is our first look at it. We haven't had all three of them together yet. So here's Curtis up the middle. Looks like he's going to fall across the 20-yard line. That is a first down.
Yeah, so they haven't been able to look at any tape of all of them together. So that's an advantage, obviously, for Heritage, I think. And the quarterback's a weapon, too. I'm so pleased with the way he's throwing the ball. And so the offense, I think, is pretty set as long as they don't turn it over.
That's been the key so far. So moving the ball here inside the Silox red zone. Really need to come away some points. Curtis again. You got twins to both sides. Nick looking to throw here. A little bit of a jump ball there. Looked like Letzkus was a target.
Yeah, he was double covered there. I don't know if that was the best choice, but he's pretty athletic. He can go up and get it. The ball seemed like kind of floated up there a little bit. He might not have had a great grip on it, but that would have been a tough one to pull down.
He gave Nolan a chance at it. Looked like it might have been Canary on that far side, or the short man might have been open over there, but Nick was looking for 6. Second down now, 2nd and 10. Screen pass here to Curtis. Shakes off one Rambler. Rolls over a couple up more, still going.
He might get in down there. I think he did.
They're going to mark him just short, about the 1-yard line.
Wow, that's a nice play. Heritage has been really good with those screens the past few years. Last week, I think Ridgeland was ready for it. They picked off one of them. But Coach Slaughter likes to run those screens down there and really anywhere on the field. And they've had a lot of success the past 3 or 4 years with it.
Really hard for high school defenses to defend that. Looked like they had a Rambler in position. Curtis just shook him off right off the bat and rambled on down there. Looking to punch it in here. Take the early lead. Nick's leaning forward. He's going to sneak it in, and he is in. That's a General's touchdown.
Yeah, he scored on that sneak last week as well, Kevin, and he waltzed in there really without any problem there. He's pretty big, too. I mean, he's pretty stout, and he's got some strong legs, and he pushed the pile forward for a 6-point score for Heritage.
8:26. Their defense has gotten a stop already. Offense marched right down the field and scored. The extra point is up and good. So here we are early at Jeff Sims Field. The Generals have a lead over the Ramblers. Your score, Lafayette 0, Heritage 7.
I just felt so bad going in there. I felt so bad. I didn't go in there. I was straight for you. She told me this was
While we were away there, we go onside kick. This time, more traditional onside kick. Popped up in the air. A Rambler popped it up even higher. And the General's able to jump on it. So our offense is going to get right back out there.
Yeah, it looked like Zach Brown got it after it pinballed around there a little bit, Kevin. And, yeah, it sure did, man. It could be a situation with a wet football again, but you called it earlier. The only special teams are going to be really crucial in this game. That ball starts bouncing around, it's going to be hard to get a hold of.
It's a great start so far. Touchdown lead. 1st and 10 for the offense, already in Rambler territory. Nick's got 3 receivers to his left. No running back. He looked like he was going to fake a handoff.
Number 8, Nick Hansen on the keeper.
And there wasn't anyone there.
34, Mark.
Definitely a busted assignment there. I don't know where the running back was there, but that left Nick kind of hung out to dry, and he tried to make the most of it.
Not sure what happened there. Jeffrey Curtis was on the sideline right there. So
They lose 2 yards out of it, and luckily nobody got hurt.
a quick turnaround there on the onside kick. So a little confusion on our personnel maybe. It's a 2nd and 12 now. Ball right on that center 50-yard line.
Looks like man-to-man down here on the bottom.
Curtis in the backfield this time. Had a couple of little miscommunications last week with the running back. Looks like we're going to get a hold on this one. White hat threw a flag from behind. Jeffrey did a good job of turning not much into something there, but it's going to come back.
Sure did, and right now that's the only way LaFayette's been able to stop us with that penalty. I mean, he had about a 14-yard run down there near the first down, but the holding will bring it back. Chad will step it off.
So 2nd and 22 now. You're right, the Ramblers haven't had many answers for our offense yet, but we're just going to make it a little easier for her this time. Backed way up. Twin receivers to both sides. Jeffrey up the middle. Made a few miss. Looking for more now. Looking for a block from Chandler. Kay Canary gets down there and springs him for the first down too. So the receivers helping Jeffrey as he started up the middle, bounced it back to the right. A big pickup there.
Yeah, that was well designed there. They got some blocks initially, and they got some on down the field. The receivers helping out and picked up that with one play.
1st and 10. Ball right on the 25-yard line. LaFayette's going to take a timeout. They've got to catch their breath and kind of hit the reset button. We'll take a quick break here. 7:05 left. Lafayette 0, Heritage 7. Looking to throw this time. Looking for the end zone. That's Nolan Letskis. Had it for a second, but again, 2 Ramblers collide with him there and knock the ball loose.
Number 8, Nick Hansen pass intended for number 7, Nolan Letskis, incomplete.
Second jump ball attempt there for Letskis.
Yeah, he had a shot too at that one, Kevin. It looked like it might have got through his hands. It was hard to tell from where we're at how they may have deflected the ball down there, but that's the second time they must like that matchup. I mean, really anybody will know, and you're going to give him a shot, but he couldn't pull that one down either.
So 3 receivers to that far side. Again, we're spreading it out, trying to spread this Ramblers defense out. Curtis this time up the middle. He's going to carry some Lafayette defenders down inside the Silox red zone.
Number 20, Jeffrey Curtis on the carry.
Going to bring up a very manageable 3rd down here, 3rd and about 3 or 4.
bring up third down.
Yeah, they're having a hard time stopping. Everybody does. I mean, you got to gang tackle him, and when you start bringing extra people up, that gives Nick a really good look at your secondary. So Heritage is in a good shape right now, I think, with this offense, and they might even be in field goal range the way Britton's been kicking the ball.
Same formation, 3 receivers to that far side. Chandler Hill in the slot. Letzkus beside him. Looking that way. Throws it to the white team. May have been a miscommunication on the route over there. The Ramblers going to bring it all the way back to midfield.
Yeah, they had 2 receivers. Looked like running almost the same route. It might have been a couple of slants, but looked like something was out of whack.
Play for the Ramblers. Hopefully it doesn't wake them up. Down there in the red zone, and turnovers killed us last week, and here we are looking like we're going to score again and turn one over. See if our defense can answer to the bell here, get the ball back for us. LaFayette spreading us out. Bring a man in motion. It's 24. Allen Hugh. A first down pickup.
Yeah, this little sweep over there. He's pretty quick. At 24, Hugh didn't really have to avoid any tacklers. There's nobody over there. They had it sealed off pretty good, and he got a first down out of it.
Lafayette's offense has been putting up some points this year. Been moving the ball. Again, they're running out of that spread, and they've got some weapons. And put them in a little space, they're going to make some plays. 1st and 10, ball right on the 40-yard line. Up the middle this time, he shakes loose.
Ball.
Crunch him. Ball comes loose. Blue shirts say we have it.
Yeah, as long as they don't mark it down. It looked like it was out.
Yeah, we hit him pretty hard. Let's see what the striped shirt, and we finally get a striped shirt. Big Chad Young said it is our ball.
Number 27, Pendergrass on the carry for Lafayette.
Looks like Maddox Rose with a pretty big hit on.
We throw an interception. We get it right back here a couple plays later. Defense making a big play. 1st and 10 going the other way. All spotted on the 24. See if Nick can shake off that last throw. Come right back and deliver a strike here.
A great job by the defense getting it right back for him.
5.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Looking for Curtis. No, he faked it to him. Is that Canary on that far side maybe? No, that's Letzkus. Can't hardly see those numbers way over there.
Yeah, it's definitely Letzkus.
Yeah.
Pass complete to number 7, Noah Letzkus.
And they were in good position there, Kevin, to stop him, but he made a,
I mentioned he had 12 catches last week at Ridgeland, and it was a bit of a mismatch last week. He was more athletic than some of those Ridgeland Panthers, and tonight was really good matchup for us if we can continue to get it to him. Looking Curtis up the middle this time. He's got some space. He's turning it on now. Lafayette Ramblers come in 4-1, feeling good about themselves, and we've stunned them right here. We'll see if they have any kind of response. Right now, their defense has no answer for us. Kick is up, and it is good. So 4:51 left in this opening quarter. Great start for the Generals. We lead 0-14.
Next point by number 9, Ryan Kraft is good. Your score Heritage 14, LaFayette 0.
Score's wrong. Well, unless it's not on the score, we go.
All right, here we go. Britton back out there, another onside attempt. We got it, but we don't have it. Why are they not ready for it? I can't imagine the coaches not having them prepared for some onside kicks, and we've already got 2 of them.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to, I guess, Britton there that kicked it. It might have been Kraft, but, I mean, both of those balls have bounced up really, really nicely for Heritage to get on it. And we almost caught that.
He almost took it to the house.
I don't know if you can advance it or not, but
1st and 10, right back out there in Rambler territory. All spotted on the 45. 3 receivers to the far side. See if Coach goes for the jugular right here. Looking to throw. It's Maddox Rose. He faked it too. Now we got Letzkus coming around. He's gone. Ryan Kraft out there. He's perfect so far, 2 for 2. Got a flag on the play. The kick is up and through. We'll see what the penalty was.
I think Ryan might have got a head start there. I may be wrong, but looked like we might have a little motion on Heritage. But
Chad Young is explaining to the referee what went on.
What a huge start, though, this offense, putting up 21 points here, or 20 right now.
Got Jeffrey, Nolan, Chandler Hill out there together for the first time, and it's a pretty good 3-headed monster there. And of course, Nick has been improving every week, and he can really deliver the ball, getting more and more consistent.
Throws a pretty ball too. It looks like it would be easy to catch. Just a nice spiral, and the guys are putting their hands on it and bringing them in.
When you think about the complete depth chart now too, when you have guys like Dylan Bryan and Cade Canary as your 3rd and 4th receivers, then you're really looking at a strong unit of guys right there.
Yeah, those two both have made really big plays all year for us and gotten some experience, which has been awesome. And now they're coming in to back some of these guys up. That's a nice place for Coach Slaughter to be.
We're going to back up 5 yards, try it again. I believe it is Ryan Kraft. He's been handling most of these extra points. Kicks that one right through, and that's good.
Extra point by number 9, Ryan Kraft.
So 4:39 left in the opening quarter, and the Generals are all over the Ramblers so far. LaFayette 0, Heritage 21.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College offers programs in business, health, industrial, and
Ramblers look like they have their hands team out there. We'll see if they execute this any better. Trying to the left side this time. It pops up and looks like a Lafayette Rambler caught it this time.
Yeah, it looks like they got on that one. That one may have gotten up there a little bit too high and a little bit too long, but still not a bad kick from Britton there. That's
Kick covered by number 20 Alexander for Lafayette.
That would have been 3 in a row, which is really unheard of. And the way Kevin, the way we've been really covering kicks early in the year, I think has opted, EK and Chris Hyatt, the coach there, special teams coach, to maybe kick some of these. LFO kind of beat us up pretty much on the returns, and Ringgold had a couple of big ones, so they've kind of gone to this, and it's been paying off for them last couple of games.
Yeah, Ridgeland with all their athletes last week, we didn't want to give them any opportunities in open space. Worked out pretty well last week for the most part. We're going to drop them for a loss here. Lafayette just no real answers yet.
Nope, we kind of had that kind of turned inside, and he tried to slam on the brakes, but you're not going to do that tonight on this wet turf. And at that point, he was done. There's no way. And Harris had a lot of people to the ball there, too, on their defense. They're playing really well.
And there's no breaks tonight. And even, some of that side-to-side running, it's not going to work very well. You got to turn upfield at some point. We've been able to get Jeffrey going downhill a little bit, and that's working for us.
Yeah, he'd be a good mudder. You can tell just by how he's built, but he's fast too, so he's definitely having a field day early in this first quarter.
Second and long, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Got a little pressure on him. Now he's looking to run. Nope. Got a receiver on the far side and got a flag coming in. There was some kind of contact. Our defender slipped and fell, or maybe got pushed down. I don't know, but
we'll see what it was. It was Wes Lozano over there, and by the time I panned over to get it, he was already down. It looked like the receiver was wide open, so I don't know if he slipped or if there was some contact. We'll find out right here in a second.
Pass interference on us. There's definitely contact, and we ended up on the ground somehow. Pass was a little bit overthrown, but the flag's going to bail them out. Move the ball into General's territory. 3:45 left in the opening quarter. A great crowd for homecoming. I saw a few alumni in the house coming back to check things out.
Yeah, I've seen a few too. It's been cool to see these guys. It seems like they were here just yesterday, but some of them have already graduated college.
1st and 10. We got a screen pass here to this near side. It's a big block right behind the play.
Yeah, that could have been termed a penalty in my opinion. It's kind of a.
Thomas Owens kind of got an ear hold there, but he
sure did.
Hopped up pretty quickly.
He got decleated there. Kind of a blindside block. I've seen that called some, and then I've seen it, not called. So
that looked like it was going to be a big play for the Ramblers, but only about 3 yards.
Sure did. Zach Brown, it looked like maybe came up really fast here, like a shadow of a cannon, and brought the ball carrier down, which saved a pretty big play there, I think.
Got some movement this time, maybe. No. Officials timeout. Something on the field.
Something got away on the sideline.
It's like a ball of some kind. Little kids throwing a ball around, maybe. I don't know. Got a flag down this play. It's intercepted. That's Maddox Rose. Got the ball. Still.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can straighten all this out.
Looks like it's going to come back at least, but I think the interception is going to stand.
There is a flag on the play.
Heritage got a hand on the pass and deflection, and it went right to Maddox Rose, and he made a nice run back, but sometimes you get some clips or blocks in the back in that type of situation. Oh, my. Oh.
Tell Touchdown is good.
Wow.
Illegal procedure against Lafayette.
Wow. Sideline.
Sideline warning for the Generals. So doesn't cost us this time. That's just a warning.
Wow.
Pick 6 from Maddox Rose.
We have got 27 points up, and it's still 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Also a sideline warning against Heritage.
This is going to send a little bit of a shockwave through the region if this continues. Definitely put Southeast on notice. Dropped a game last week to the Ramblers.
Yeah, people are looking up probably on the scoreboards around the region right now and thinking, wow, is that right?
What was Coach Slaughter talking about? He was talking about the second season starting right now. You don't expect to beat Ridgeland, although you'd like to. You don't expect to beat them. That's their first region game, so they're kind of viewing this as a fresh start tonight, and so far so good.
Definitely, and after talking to him last week, he was so positive after that game. It was like, I really want, I mean, you could want to get out and play for him. So if I'm feeling that, these kids are, and they're playing like it tonight.
Definitely got some confidence going here. 2:40 left in the first quarter, and we've already scored 4 times. Lafayette 0, Heritage 28. Britton back out there. Looks like he's doing another onside here. Chips it again. A little bit of an ambiguous fair catch, but good enough anyway. Ball's going to be spotted on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I thought that might have been one of those plays we saw in college a few weeks ago where the guy kind of didn't even signal and then ran for a touchdown, but I never saw it go up, but I was kind of trying to find the ball in the air there. Couldn't find it on my camera. Sorry about that.
I saw him raise his hands in front of his body a little bit, but it wasn't the one hand over the head you're used to seeing on those fair catches. I was a little bit shocked one of our guys didn't just drill him because it wasn't very clear.
Yeah, I don't think they were too sure. I was thinking the same thing.
Our defense able to shut the Ramblers out so far. They haven't got much of anything going, just a first down or two. Coming after him this time. He's looking to throw. We got it tipped again.
Sure did. Sure did. That's the second pass in a row where we've got a hand on it. The last one resulted in a touchdown for Heritage.
Daniel's a quarterback, not a very tall guy back there. You may see Lafayette maybe start to get him on the move a little bit more.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. That left side of the line's made some good plays already with a sack, and then they've deflected 2 passes. Thomas Owen shot in, if you'll remember, on the first play of the game, made a big play right when they handed the ball off to the running back. So Heritage is making plays really on both sides of the ball tonight and on special teams. It's been a great performance so far.
Just dominant early on. We got him bottled up. The flag comes in, probably a hold. We sack him back there around the 20.
Number 1, Daniel on the keeper.
He's slow to get up, too. Thomas Owens looks like he got in there for the sack. And I believe you're right. It's probably a hold. Sure is.
There's a hold. We're going to decline it, though, since we had a sack on the play anyway.
Penalty will be declined.
So 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and looks like 14 maybe.
Yeah, that's what they got it on the board. Another opportunity for Heritage to pin them back in their own zone back here and be in good position here for another score before the quarter's over. They're spread out again, Kevin, all over the field here. Lafayette 3rd and 10, 3rd and 14, I'm sorry. That ball was deflected again, Kevin, another deflection, and I don't think it would have been good enough for the first down anyway, but that's going to get Heritage off the field here. 4th down for the Ramblers. They'll have to punt it away.
4th down.
Got him pinned back there pretty good. I wonder if we'll bring some pressure here on this punt. Try to get a block maybe.
They could. His last one was kind of short. And it looks like our returners here are kind of creeping up a little bit. You got Letskis and Canary back there. So either way here, I think it's a win for Heritage.
Yeah, that other punt was a kind of a low line drive. It didn't go very far. We're kind of playing it safe here. Canari's going to take it. Looking for a reverse. Yep. Reverse to Letskis. We got a wall set up and a flag. There's that Nolan trying to turn the corner and slip down. He must have had a bad block there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what he had lined up over there, but as soon as he kind of tried to put that foot in the ground and go, it kind of got out from under him there. But we're still going to have it in pretty good field position even after the penalty here, probably around the 40-yard line or so from Heritage. Still 2 minutes, Kevin, in the first quarter.
I say we just go ahead and punch it in one more time.
Yeah, be fine with me.
What would you think? 35-0 at the end of one. What does that sound?
Yeah, I would have never thought that. Not that we couldn't put up points, but in the first quarter, that might be a school record.
So 1st and 10. LaFayette having no answer so far. Nick directing traffic, looking to throw. He's got a man open. Got a man open. He's running. Is that Chandler?
With that speed, it looks like him. Sure does.
Chandler Hill all the way for 6. Beautiful ball by Nick, and he was wide open.
Wow. This is crazy. I don't think anybody came in here tonight expected this, but Heritage is playing lights out tonight here at Jeff Sims Field, 34-0 over Lafayette.
A couple of things there. I think the difference in strength of schedule so far has been big. You know, Chattooga had some athletes, Pepperell had some athletes, LFO and Ringgold have athletes. And obviously Ridgeland last week had athletes. Lafayette hasn't played that caliber of athlete, I don't think, yet. And then two, of course, like we mentioned, having Chandler, Nolan, and Curtis out there, we're kind of at full strength now, full potential.
Yeah, that's weapons all over the field, and that's going to be hard really for anybody to stop in our region, I think, now, especially after we've already finished up with Ridgeland. And we put 28 on them.
Lafayette is stunned. They had to come in with some confidence about this game, but we have taken any of that confidence away. At this point, probably shattered any hope, especially if you consider our recent history with Lafayette. We've been pounding them pretty good lately. And, they may have come in here thinking it was going to be different this year, but you can't imagine them thinking that now.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd be thinking over there right now. That's almost an insurmountable lead.
Kick this one long. It's going to go into the end zone. So Lafayette adjusts, comes up a little too short this time. We kick one into the end zone.
$35-0 in the first quarter is crazy. I do remember a time my 9th grade basketball team went down to Northwest and we were down 32-2 at the half, and I made a phone call to Kevin to see what he thought we might do, and he said just go ahead and try to leave. But we did come back out and we won the second half, though. You remember that?
I vaguely remember that. So 1st and 10 here for the Ramblers. Looking at Ramblers' schedule so far, they beat Model by 3 points, 28-25. I believe that's a single A school. No more than double. We got him scrambling again. Nice fake there to get us to miss him. He's going to pick up a first down on that play. So good scrambling by the quarterback, Daniels.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot there at the end by Pete Paget there, but he was able to get the first down, it looks like. Yes, he was able to maintain his balance there on the turf and made a few moves. I could see where he might be some trouble if he gets some space back there.
Lafayette won at Fannin County 24-18, at Gordon Lee 35-0. Lost to Christian Heritage put up 26 points down there, and then, like we mentioned earlier, beat Southeast last week 28-21. So they've only had 35 points one time this year, and we've already got 35 on them here in this first quarter. It's number 6, got some speed and some good blocks over there.
What a move there.
Out of bounds over there on that far side. So they had a nice play call there and good execution, had some blocks set up for him. We lost contain a little bit.
Sure did. He turned it on. He made a good move there, but and now the ball boy fell down. It's just really slick out there on that turf. I went down to interview the homecoming queen here just prior to the game, and I'm probably going to have to buy some new shoes after going down there.
Homecoming week, it may be the wettest homecoming week on record here for us. It has rained like crazy this week.
Had to be. Even forced our cornhole tournament inside last night.
Yeah, we got the little 2-hour delay one day. Had to sleep in one morning. This is right up the middle. LaFayette's going to get on the board.
Number 24, Hugh on the carry for Lafayette.
Yeah, Hugh popped that right up the middle for about an 18, 20-yard touchdown run, and 35-6 pending this extra point here.
We're still in the first quarter, folks.
Yeah, I've got to work Monday morning at 9.
We may want to pump the brakes on this runaway Heritage win. A lot of football left. We still got to take care of business here.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, we're definitely not out of the woods, but that's a huge lead, man. Just that kick.
Yeah, I saw him during warm-ups. He was booting it pretty stout. He hit a 45-yarder, and it had plenty of room. Could have maybe been good from 55.
Yeah, I think that one's over in that horse farm over there north of the stadium.
Yeah, Katie Bird might find that one out in the leaves in her front yard.
And he's going to get to kick another one, so looks like offsetting penalties on the play.
Charlie Bird will get him a souvenir to play with.
He'll appreciate it.
Offsetting penalties, retry the attempt.
Low kick. Good, almost, well, he bounces it over the fence. That one is over there in the horse farm.
The score Heritage 35, Lafayette 7.
Good thing Curtis mowed that hill earlier today. So lots of offense so far. Not much for Lafayette, but they got it going there. 53 seconds left in this first quarter. Lafayette 7, Heritage 35. Take a look at Lafayette's kickoff team.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to try to squirt one on the ground here, but otherwise it's going to be a touchback because this guy's got a howitzer for a leg.
Pops it up. We're going to let it hit, though.
It's dangerous.
It's bouncing around. We'll finally pick it up around the 11, and we're going to slip down around the 10.
Yeah, that's one you need to go ahead and catch if you can get over there, I think, Kevin. I wouldn't let any ball bounce out here tonight.
It was right between that middle guy and our back guy, and the middle guy ran up, getting ready for his blocks. And the deep guy couldn't quite get up there quick enough, it looked like.
Yeah, it's great placement by that kicker. I thought he was just going to go ahead and either go onside or kick it out of the building again, but put it in a good spot, and they almost recovered it.
So 1st and 10 for the offense. High-powered Generals offense tonight. 5 touchdowns in the first quarter. We've still got some time left.
Yeah, if we score here, it's going to be.
Looking for Letzkus there.
He kind of alligator armed that one. He had plenty of room out there, but I don't know if he short armed it or what there. He just didn't. Maybe it was a bad throw from Nick, but
unable to connect on it. Got class of 2018 alumnus Grayson Shook in the house.
yeah, he's doing some good things down at UTC right now. Really proud of what he's been doing down there with their video team for the mocks, and he's just one of the many that were here last year that were doing some really big things in college and working.
Jeffrey up the middle. They got him stuffed. A yard or two maybe.
Yeah, much better job there. Somebody got a hand on his leg, and they were able to hold on there. So now LaFayette's got a chance to force a punt from deep in Heritage territory.
3rd and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, if I was LaFayette's defensive coordinator, I might be keeping an eye on a screen here. Curtis is lined up right to the right of Nick.
We got Canary and Chandler to this near side. Looks like Letzkus over there with maybe Dylan Bryan on the far side.
They may let this go to the quarter, Kevin.
And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take a 7-35 lead into the second quarter. We're going to jog down to the other end of the field, the south end zone in front of our band. Get ready for the second quarter here. Great start for the Generals. An explosion early. Lafayette 7, Heritage 35.
Wow. Crazy.
Looking to throw. Got Letzkus across the middle, and he's hit hard right when he catches it. The flag comes in. Big Chad maybe didn't like the hit right there.
Yeah, looked like a decent hit. I mean, it was a hard hit and violent hit, in fact. Looked like he caught him around the chest, though. Shoulder pad, but.
One of those defenseless player
Sure
things,
was.
I guess. We'll gladly accept the penalty, and good thing is Nolan hopped right back up. So,
Yeah, he pointed to his head like he had hit him in the head, but I'll be honest, I didn't think he got him in the head, and we are a long way away from him. We'll take it, though. It was a big first down, or we were going to be kicking out of our own end zone there.
Mr. Young was right on top of it, so he had a good look at it. And again, a player safety this year. You heard a lot of people talking about the NFL and how much they're protecting quarterbacks. They're throwing those flags. If it's even questionable, they're throwing the flags a lot. So,
Yeah, you got to do it. It looked clean from my angle, but again, we're about 60 yards away from it, so. Hard.
1st and 10 out of the hole. On the move again, looking to throw again. Got a man underneath. Is that Dylan? It's Dylan Bryan. He's
Dylan.
close to the first down.
Yeah, he had a lot of room there just for about a 4-step drop and a quick slant to Bryan. You can't give him that much room. They can do that all the way down the field.
Second down and short.
Dylan's got 16 catches on the year coming into the game. It's our leading receiver so far in number of catches. Nolan just about caught him in last week, though, with 12.
Dylan had a big touchdown catch there at the end of the game as well.
2nd and 1. See if we take a shot here. Maybe just get Curtis up the middle, pick up this first down. It is Curtis, got some blockers. He's going to get the first down right up at midfield.
Number 20, Jeffrey Curtis on the carry.
A little bit slow on the whistles there, the
Yeah.
Zebras.
Yeah, Curtis just keeps those legs moving, and you got to hold on for dear life once he gets the ball because he's hard to get down to the ground. He just keeps him moving, and he picked up the first down there pretty easily.
Canary and Nolan. Letzkus here on this near side. Nolan's in the slot. Canary out wide. Got Chandler in the slot with Dylan Bryan to the far side. Looking to throw here. That's Nolan down the seam. Almost slips. Makes a man miss. Now he's gone. Now he's gone to the house. It's Nolan Letzkus making plays again. Nick with a good throw. There's too many weapons out there now, Coach.
Yeah, he made like a sliding stop and pivot and then just outran a couple of them to the end zone. It's going to be hard for LaFayette to stop these guys all night. I'm not. Right now, I don't see anybody that can stay with them.
41-7. Ryan Kraft back out there for the 6th time. 90% last year on these PATs. Been strong this year. That one's a high one and right down the middle. 42 points. And we're not even close to halftime yet.
I was just thinking here, even with all the studs we've had with Ryan Carter and Luke Grant and some of those, like Corby Wilson, we hadn't put up that kind of. I mean, this is crazy how many points we've got on the board with this much time in the second quarter left.
This is a video game on very easy setting right now. Scoring every time we touch it, just about. So Anderson Britton gonna tee it up again. This time he's kicking northbound. 0 wind tonight. It is a very comfortable temperature though. It was a little muggy at the pep rally today. Wasn't really hot, but it was just a little steamy. It's probably about 80 degrees maybe, but it's cooled down a little bit. It's a nice night for football, nice night for homecoming. I'm glad the ladies for the homecoming court made it across the field without slipping out there in the mud. See the bands, I don't know what they're planning to do at halftime, if they're going to go out there and do their shows or not. Both in casual garb tonight. That one's on the ground. LaFayette comes up and is able to smother it though.
Yeah, I don't know. You said it right there. I don't know how number 2 was able to keep that. It was almost like somebody at shortstop trying to just smother a grounder and keep it in front of him, and he did. He did a good job there.
All right, so Lafayette's offense got a score last time. See if we can bounce back on defense here and shut them down again. Folks just tuning in, that score is correct. At the top of your screen, the Generals offense been very potent. Really been dominant in all 3 phases so far.
Goodness gracious.
Case in point right there is Thomas Owen says, no thank you, you're not going anywhere. Have a seat right here. About a 6 or 7 yard loss.
He's really he's had a great game in just this quarter and a couple of minutes here. He's been all over the place. He's been in the backfield about as much as their running backs have. Nobody's getting in front of him at all.
About the 3rd or 4th time that we've hit them right when they were getting the handoff. Second and long, we'll call it 2nd and 14. Loss of 4 on the first down play. Bring a man in motion. Fake it to him. Looking to throw now and make 2 or 3 Generals jump at him.
Sure did. Fake me out. I thought he'd already let it go, but can't tell if he got the first down over there or not. I think he's a little short.
It was like playing with kittens with a laser pointer there. He had us jumping up in the air.
Sure did. I thought he was about to sell that one deep down the field. Heritage blitzed off that side over there and almost got a big play there, but he was able to get away it and avoid it, and he got some positive yards out of it. Puts him in third and about 5 or 6, it looks like.
That's the second or third time I've noticed him do that little fake throw and get us to miss him. He's going to have to create a lot more if the Ramblers are going to get back in this thing. I think that's a little short right there. That's a good throw and catch, but he's right near the stick.
Yeah, depending on the spot, I believe he's about a yard short, but they may have to go for this, even though it's, early second quarter. They're down 42-7. Appears to be a little short, but they may
really
measure.
close.
Looks like they're going to measure it. We got all the time in the world, so I might as well just go ahead and bring him out and measure it.
It's not quite midnight yet, so we can go ahead and take time to do this. I'm going to go ahead and call it. It's going to be 4th and 3 inches to go.
Yeah, you've got better eyes than I do, and you've got your glasses on today, so you may be right. Yeah, you're right on.
4th and 4 inches.
Yeah. 4th and 4 inches. They got to go for it.
You would think so. They're out at midfield and already down 5 touchdowns right here.
He looks like he's bringing his punting unit out. There's no way.
Score update on the region.
No, I guess they got about 25 guys there in the huddle right now.
5:51 to go in the second.
Update from out of town. Pickens all over Southeast early. 28-7.
Yeah, I think they've got something going up there on the mountain with Pickens County.
Last score I've got from Northwest and Ridgeland. They're tied at 7 and then first.
Ridgeland Northwest tied. 7-7 at the end of 1.
Thomas asking for the crowd to get up on this big 4th down play here.
They do have the offense out there. Quarterback goes under center, at least for the moment. You'd think a sneak maybe. Been in shotgun the whole game. Now they're going to turn around and hand it off, and he's got the first down and more. Somehow they found a crease and picked up the first down and another 15 yards on top of that.
Yeah, they got that on line surge alone. They did a good job blocking that for LaFayette, and we were really lucky to pull him down before he scored there. He had a nice little stiff arm there and picked up some big yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Ramblers. You know, coaches talking this week felt like Lafayette's offense was pretty potent, and we'd have a little bit of trouble stopping them. But, they felt like they would put up some points on us, move the ball on us. So far we've been able to slow them down pretty well, but starting to get a little momentum maybe.
Yeah, they did a nice job there on that little misdirection handoff. That got us earlier for a score down the sideline. He might have stepped out of bounds, but it was a big gain, and we did a better job there sealing that up. So it's 2nd and 8.
Back to the spread this time. 7:52 left in this first half. Thomas got a little pressure on him. They got a Rambler open down there. Got a busted coverage maybe on that side.
Yeah, he was wide open. I don't know what happened over there.
Daniel pass completes to number 4 Rogers for Lafayette.
Fayette's offense moving the ball. We can't afford to let up any. We're gonna have to keep our foot on the gas on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it looks like we came with a little pressure there. We might have brought one extra guy, but Lafayette's picked it up pretty good the past couple of times, and he was able to make a solid throw there, but the receiver found himself with at least a 5 or 10 yard cushion from the nearest general. And they're down there inside the 10-yard line. Looks like 1st and goal.
Inside the Silox red zone. 1st and goal, under center again. Looking to throw out of it. Got a man over there. This will be a touchdown. Looked like he bobbled it for a second, but hard to tell. And they're going to call it good for 6. Pretty impressive drive there by the Ramblers offense.
Sure was.
Number 21 Cleghorn complete. Good for Lafayette.
At this point, they dug themselves such a hole, but just means we're going to have to keep scoring.
Yeah, keep scoring. They picked up a big 4th down there, kept the drive moving, and then from then on, they really didn't have much resistance. They put it right in the end zone.
Here's a strong-legged kicker back out there, kicking back towards our band as they're starting to leak down there to warm up. That is a bad snap.
Sure did. Looks like Wes Lozano got in there and tackled the holder. So 42-13, Kevin. Heritage in the lead here.
7:35 left in this first half. Homecoming 2018. LaFayette 13, Heritage 42. Lafayette Ramblers going to tee it up right there on the 40. They're kicking southbound down Jeff Sims Field, a soggy Jeff Sims Field, slippery field tonight. Seen a few slips and slides out there. Both bands have made their way down onto the track to the back of the end zones warming up, so we're going to see some kind of a halftime show. We'll see if it's a stationary, just playing some songs, or if they're going to actually do some of the halftime performances. Looking forward to that. The Legion of Generals, led as always by Blair Calloway. Just a fantastic show this year. Phantom of the Opera, very powerful. Gives you some chills as you listen to the music. Some very fantastic moments.
Yeah, they're fresh off a big win up at Siegel High School last weekend, and won the grand championship up there. So I know Blair was really excited about that, and it was a good birthday present for him.
Yeah, I've got several band kids in class right now, and they were super stoked about it. Grand champions means you whooped everybody up there. That's what that means. Screen pass here, lobbing it. Nice touch pass to Curtis. Not going to get much on it, but had a guy with him the whole way.
Yeah, they had that snuffed out pretty good. Heritage is a good screen team. One of the best I've seen really around here is throwing that screen, and they had it pretty much covered up. Speaking of champions, we're talking to a champion right here beside me, Kevin Terry and his son Cooper. For the second time, win the cornhole tournament over at Heritage during our annual homecoming week. Y'all had a great run, Kevin. It was fun. You guys are always good at it, but some tough competition. Y'all pulled it out. I was excited for you guys, and knocked off Mr. Lust from the middle school and his partner Austin Morris. It was a great tournament.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cooper was hot all day long, and I was able to find a little groove there down the stretch too. So if you're going to beat Austin and Chris, and even Mr. Gwynn and his partner, Mr. Deloach, the TJ Baggers, you're going to beat those guys. You're going to have to both be hot to do it. And we kind of got in a groove there and was able to pull the thing off. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, your little groove's putting three of the four bags in almost every throw, and Cooper's always hot too. You guys are tough to beat, but it's just such a good tournament for Skills USA here. Katie Bird does a great job with it. It's so much fun. Whether you come out and you lose two straight, you still have a good time. It's an awesome event.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many years we've had that going, but it's got to be 8 or 9 now, right?
Yeah, she said 11 yesterday, but I don't think we had it the first year we were here. But it's awesome. The money goes to a great cause. It helps us on our competitions throughout the year, and it's just always fun. There hadn't been a problem over there hardly at all, any kind of arguments or anything. Everybody's in a good mood, and there's some good guys out there throwing.
I don't know if you saw at the end of that play. Looked like Cade Canario on that far side tried to draw a charge on one of the Ramblers for like a late hit. Kid pushed him a little bit, and Cade went flopping down there. It was pretty funny. The line judge didn't bite on it, though. No flag. Curtis looking for the first down here. He's got it. He's going to drag a Rambler. Now he's loose. He just can't bring him down.
What a run. I mean, the guy had his leg there for at least 3 steps. He was able to shake away from it, and then he made about 7 more yards.
So Jeffrey comes in with 99 yards a game. Check that, 96 yards a game. score the way it is now, I would imagine the Ramblers are going to get a heavy dose of him the rest of the way. Try to run some clock and pound this thing away. Of course, they haven't been able to stop him much anyway, so might as well.
Oh, wow.
Going to throw here. That's Chandler Hill.
Yeah, and I apologize for that shot. I thought Jeffrey had it going up the middle. So good
I
job.
did too, to be honest. I was too slow on the call, though, to miss it. By the time I realized what was going on, I saw Chandler catching the thing. But
yeah, LaFayette did a good job keeping their eyes on it.
lost a couple yards on that one. 5:25 left in the first half. Clock stops as it went out of bounds. We're up 13-42. So far, so good. Homecoming night. Jeffrey shakes loose of a tackle, bounces it outside, looks to cut it back. Still going. God, he just won't go down easy, will he?
No, he's toying with these guys almost. I mean, he's making moves now. I mean, he's we got an injured general back there. I can't tell who it is. It might be Noah Sims.
Our training staff going to tend to him. Monica's out there.
He has a long way away from the play, too. It's way back here around the 30-yard line.
Hopefully that's nothing too serious. We'll take a quick break here with 5:15 left in the half. LaFayette 13, Heritage 42.
Yeah, maybe.
Here, first and goal from the 5. Looked like that was Derek Gibson, maybe the injured general, and he's a little bit gimpy walking with some assistance. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but we're going to look at him. He's a center, and he's been a kind of a foundation for that offensive line this year. He does a great job. That's Jeffrey Curtis right up the middle for 5 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, they're blowing a whistle over there. I don't know if we had some kind of offsides or some kind of penalty, but I didn't see the flag.
That is DG over there. Monica's taking a look at him. He was limping a little bit. Again, hopefully it's nothing too serious. But he was definitely in a little bit of pain. Tough kid. Derek's an awesome kid, too. I've got him in class right now. And just a fantastic example of good character and good academics. Obviously a good athlete out here for us on the football field. He's about as good as they come. He's a great kid.
Sure is.
Personal foul on us this time.
What was it?
It was before the play or after the play. Looks like after the play maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a dead ball.
So touchdown's going to count. We're going to move us back on the kickoff here in a minute. So 42 plus 6 makes it 48. Having to go into my higher order math tonight with this offensive juggernaut we're witnessing tonight. Ryan Kraft back out there. He's going to need some ice.
Sorry.
That kick is perfect again. So 49 With 5:11 left in the first half.
Heritage 49.
LaFayette 13, Heritage 49.
Sorry about that.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College.
Hey, Polly, I can't find what they're on. I'm sorry.
And public service. Visit us on the web at gnpc.edu.
Hey, there's some drinks here, guys, if y'all want them.
They called the penalty our way, but must have been against LaFayette. We're going to kick this through the end zone. Down into the pole vault area. Lafayette's defense searching for answers, not finding any so far. Too many weapons out there for the Generals tonight. Let's see if our defense can come up with a stop. I think the Ramblers' last two drives have ended in touchdowns for them. Daniels in the shotgun again. Looking to throw, setting up a screen. Got some good blocks. He's going to get the first down.
It looked like a clip over there. I don't see any laundry on the field, though. Looked like we had a block in the back, but picked up about 13 yards on that little screen pass. Looked like Thomas Owens might have caused a little problem there, but he was able to get away and get outside there and pick it up.
You had a couple of Generals in the area, but Lafayette had it blocked up pretty well. They cut us off. Good first down play there on the screen. Going to keep it here. Design quarterback draw. Got a first down. Right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like it was all the way quarterback draw. And he's pretty elusive, that quarterback. He's doing a pretty good job, both with his arm and his leg.
First and 10, 4.5 minutes left to halftime. Swing it out wide to number 4 over there. Gonna have about 5 yards. It's Austin Rogers on the completion.
Yeah, just a quick out there to him, and he got as much as he could.
Number 1, Daniel pass, completion number 4, Rogers.
Clock's dipped down to just over 4 minutes now, so almost to halftime. Heritage trying to keep him out of here, keep that big lead. But Lafayette's driving.
They found a little bit of rhythm in their offense. Looking this way. It's 27. Pendergrass.
That might get a flag there. No.
Number 1, Daniel pass, completion number 27, Pendergrass.
We've had to deal with Pendergrass a little bit on the basketball court. He's a pretty good athlete. Got him listed at 6'2", 190. And he can jump, can run a little bit. Lafayette's going to be tough again in basketball. Lefty, a wing player, graduated, but pretty much everybody else is back. Plus, I heard they got a kid from Chattooga as well moved in. Pendergrass trying to get around the outside, nowhere to go here, but he shakes us off. Going to get back up close to the line of scrimmage.
Did a good job there getting back to
Number 27, Pendergrass on the carry.
almost a 5-yard loss, but he got it right back, like said, up there by the line of scrimmage. Petty's made a pretty good play there for Heritage. Yeah, LaFayette last year on the basketball court, they beat us up pretty good here at home, and then we played one of our best games of the year, Kevin, down there at LaFayette and beat them right there before the region tournament. But they went a long way in the state there. I think they made it all the way to, the Final Four?
Yeah, it was 8 or 4. They got beat by the eventual champions. Haven't lost in over 2 years, I think, that team they played.
Yeah, they had a great run. They still got them, like you said. They're going to be tough. Fun to play them, though. Their point guard's incredible.
It was a really fun game out there at their place where we beat them. Our guys just really rose to the challenge and kind of locked them down a little bit on defense. One of our best defensive games ever, maybe, is the 10-year history of Generals basketball.
Yeah, everything fell right into place. We were hoping to get another crack at them there in the finals of the region tournament, but Northwest kind of spoiled it for us.
Pendergrass again, second and long. Going to get up around the 45-yard line. Going to bring up third and about 13.
It was a pretty good run. He lowered the boom there on one of our defenders over there. Looks like it's about, they're still quite a bit short. What, 13 or 14 yards maybe.
Bring up third down.
Clock runs under 3 minutes left in the first half. The band's just about ready to crank things up. They're both in their casual dress tonight. Not going to risk the new uniforms getting muddy out there. Quarterback draw again. Not much. We had him covered up there.
Yeah, we're ready for it that time. He got us the last time, but defense ready to go there. Pete Padgett made a nice play. Owens again.
That'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth and long coming up, and Lafayette's going to call a timeout, stop the clock with 2:26. I thought maybe that was us calling a timeout, but they pointed towards the Ramblers. Lafayette 13, Heritage 49. So fourth down coming up for the Ramblers. Looks like their offense is still out there. 2:26 left. We have all three of our timeouts, so we get this ball back, especially right here at midfield. We got a chance to put some more points up. Lafayette is going to go for it. They're drawing us off sides, what they're doing. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, pretty smart play. If it's on Heritage, it's going to make this conversion a little bit easier. But I don't know which way Chad's going yet.
He's looking that way.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows. He's asking somebody for some help. The Heritage players.
About 4,000 in the stands trying to help him out right now.
Yeah. Maybe just do a do-over. They're going to mark it off on Lafayette. Wow.
Somebody must have moved on them then. No, offsides on us. The white hat finally confirms. A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, it looked rather obvious to us, but we couldn't see everybody down there, obviously. But Chad's got it now, and GPS is taking him towards the high school there, so it'll be 4th and 6 now on this possession play.
Once Chad gets going in the right direction, he can march off a penalty.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try to stop him for sure.
No, negative. So fourth, we'll call it a long 6 yards for the first down. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. That's Pendergrass. He's got the first down. He's down around the 21. The blue shirts say we got it. They're calling him down. Looks like the far judge over there is going to call him down.
Yeah, and they're still wrestling around for it. That's the second time he's tried to administer a blow.
I'm not sure he was down. Looked like he was on top of somebody where, again, he was trying to run over us.
Yeah.
And we may have got a helmet on the ball and popped it loose, but they're going to call him down. 2:16 left in the half. Lafayette has one timeout left, and They're on the move again. And they're heading back towards the school. Swings it out here. It's number 2. We missed him again. He's going to turn a 4-yard loss into a little bit of a gain. Up near a first down, actually.
One Daniel pass complete to number 2, Marsh. Number 2, Kate Canary on the stop.
Tyrese Marsh made a couple Generals miss over here.
Yeah,
it's inside the Silox red zone.
You got to the sideline there and turn on the speed. Might have some kind of penalty here on LaFayette. It's going to bring it back a little bit.
Procedure penalty brought to you by Go Guardian.
That's going to bring it all the way back out to around the 26-yard line. So it's a break for Heritage. He had it down in there right around the 9 or 10-yard line. Still first down, though.
White Hat blows his whistle and cranks the clock started. 1:51 left in the half. Both bands anxious to get out there and play some music for us. First and 15. Looking to throw. Just threw that one away. I think they were trying to do a little combo route over there, and we didn't get fooled one bit.
No, if he'd have tried to deliver that one, we might have had it going the other way. The defense looked like Dylan Bryan, maybe Ethan Bone over there made a nice little play, nice read.
Stops the clock, 1:34.
Crowd's kind of out of it. I mean, this big lead's got everybody kind of relaxed. Not much really going on.
Second and 15, looking to throw back here. Takes a few Generals to get him down. It's going to be about 8 yards short of the first down. So third and about 8 or 9 coming up.
Pretty well designed screen there, but Heritage had enough people back there to stop it. I thought initially we had 4 or 5 guys upfield, but the back guys kind of rose to the occasion, made the play.
We'll call it 3rd and 9 as the clock runs under 60 seconds. Again, LaFayette has one timeout. We got some pressure on him here. He eludes us, now going to tuck it. Stiff arms as he moonwalks out of bounds over there. So another 4th down coming up. 49 seconds on the clock as he tiptoes out.
Bones coming off an injury as well. He missed a game or 2 there early on. They were counting on him for some big things, and he's been pretty good since he's been back.
So 4th and 5, called a long 5. Again, got to get down around the 10-yard line for a first down, looks like. 49 seconds left. Trying to get us to jump again. They're going to use that last timeout. We'll take a quick break. Lafayette 13, Heritage 49. Could be a big moment in the game, depending on how things go. Fayette looking to get on the board again at 49-20 is a little different than 49-13 at halftime.
Well, not much, but
It'll give them a little bit of hope anyway, but 49 seconds left, 4th and 5. They're going to throw back here to Pendergrass. He's got it, got the first down. Going to be short of the end zone. Going to mark him down around the 2.
yeah, that was nice. I looked away there, faked a little motion to the left, and then came back with a little slant over the middle, and it was there. Pendergrass just came on strong here in the second quarter. Heritage got a guy running outside the end zone back here. I don't know if that's legal or not, but they did it.
First and goal, 27 seconds left in this half. We got them stuffed right here. They're out of timeouts too, so 20 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to have to spike it. It looks like the coaches are saying get down and spike it.
15 seconds. Second down right here. If they spike it, it'll be third. 10 seconds, 9. They spike it with 6 seconds. The clock runs down to 5 and stops there. Third down coming up, 5 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, got about 5 yards to get in there for a score. Field goal's probably out of question here with this big of a deficit.
It'll be hard to get 2 plays right here, don't you think? I mean, maybe a quick slant and
yeah, I think
the clock might stop, but
yeah, I think this is one play territory here. Especially with, well, they've got them spread out again. Watch that draw in there.
We're going to call a timeout here, make sure we got everybody on the same page. Kind of, again, I think this could be a big moment, depending on how things go. We get a stop right here, it'll take all the air out of the Ramblers. 5 seconds till halftime. We'll take a quick break, think things over. So General's defense heading back out there looking to get a big stop right before halftime. Third and goal from the 5. 5 seconds left on the clock. So you would think this is one play, unless it's a really, really quick one.
Yeah, they might get more than one, but it, like you said, had to be a really quick slant.
A timeout to get everybody in the positions we wanted them. Gave LaFayette a little more time to think about what they wanted to do. And they moved. It's going to back them up. It's going to back them up right there.
Yeah, luckily the clock's not moving. That'd be a 10-second runoff. Well, at least it is in college and the pro. I don't know about high school, but with a dead ball, it won't affect it.
That gives them a little more room, but there's no, I don't think there's any chance for a 5-second play now. This is gonna be it right here, I think.
Yeah, it's gotta be it. Man-to-man down here on the bottom.
3 receivers to this side. Looking this way, now back the other way, nobody's there. Nobody's there, we're gonna go to the half.
Well, I looked up
with a big
2
lead.
seconds on the clock when the ball went incomplete, but there's no way that took.
The coach is asking about it right now. LaFayette coach is asking about a second left on the clock.
I don't blame them. There's no way, but if the clock wasn't started on time, Kevin, they might give them some time.
Halftime.
Yeah, that's the right call.
It is halftime. No replay in this thing right here. So LaFayette's going to go to the locker room, regroup. Heritage is going to go talk things over. We're going to listen to a couple of fantastic bands.
Heritage 49.
I believe we're going to leave the stream going here for you so you can listen. And we'll be back with you for the second half in just a bit.
The band is under the direction of Mr. Brandon Phelps. The Rambler Marching Band will perform their 2018 production, Uprising. Selections will include The Phoenix, Uprising, and Viva La Vida. The color guard captain is Allie Kimball. The drum captain is Justin Lawrence. The band lieutenant is McKenna Glover, and the band captain is Justin Lawrence. Drum majors Jay Santiago and McKenna Glover. Is the band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the LaFayette High School Rambler Marching Band.
Yeah, we're going to sit down. Let's go see what.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for the LaFayette High School Rambler Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Heritage High School and Principal Ronnie Bradford, please welcome the 2018 Heritage High School Legion of Generals. This year, the Legion of Generals will perform music from The Phantom of the Opera. The band was named Grand Champions of the Stones River Championship last weekend. Tomorrow, the band will travel to Gadsden, Alabama to perform at the Mid-South Marching Festival. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the Legion of Generals.
You never talk
Ladies and gentlemen, your Heritage High School Legion of Generals.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? It is time for the Mountain View Heritage Cheerleader drawing for the $100 cash. Jacob Stanley. Jacob Stanley. Meet the Mountain View rep over at the Red Dodge Ram 2019 1500.
back, folks. What a great halftime show. A little soggy out there, but the band performed magnificently, as you'd expect. Saw one or two slips out there, nothing too major though. Just a beautiful show. Golly, so many moments in there that just give you chills. They're going to head down to Gadsden, Alabama in the morning and try to win another grand championship down there. It's a busy weekend for the band right now as their competition season's right in the middle of things.
Yeah, we had 4 cameras running on Kevin. Couldn't keep up with them. Blair does such a great job. They're incredible. And Christy Song was the homecoming queen up there as the director.
Yeah, congratulations to her and all the ladies representing the different classes and the senior class and candidates for homecoming queen. Just a great group of ladies. I teach a couple of those seniors right now and had a couple of the others. Just fantastic representatives of generals. And congratulations to Miss Song for winning the homecoming queen. Good to see Hannah Abraham's back, last year's winner, to crown Miss Song. So here we are, back to football. Ramblers sputtered out there right at the end of the half, unable to score, so only 13 points. Got a big mountain to climb here. We'll see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime. See what kind of game plan we go with. If we're going to keep airing it out or try to run some clock, we'll see what happens.
We won't have to make too many adjustments on the offense. Everything worked there for about a span of about 13 or 14 minutes. Okay.
Short kick. Taking one of our middle guys. Tackled around the 20-yard line.
I panned right there, but my camera was locked in there.
28 West
Someone was running on the band and left it kind of
Number 7 Smith on
in
the
a bad
top of
position.
that.
Sorry about that out there, folks. It shouldn't have happened.
Thanks for tuning in out there on the internet. Got the link from the school website. We've got our YouTube channel. A lot of people subscribing to that. Appreciate you tuning in on the live stream. We're going to see Nick Hansen go under center right here. This is rare. The fullback I formation, going to give it to Jeffrey Curtis. They had him stopped with one guy, and that never worked. So he turns it upfield and picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah, he's too tough.
Number 20 Jeffrey Curtis on the carry.
Talking about the YouTube channel, first year we've had it, and it's been awesome. We had around 300 views a couple of weeks ago when we played, was it Chattooga maybe? Pepperell, one of those two, and just keeps growing. It's been a lot of fun to do it. The kids are enjoying it. And we like doing this, so it's awesome to be able to put it on a live stream and show it to everybody around the area.
Just keeps getting better and better. More professional every year, it seems. You ever get some decent commentators, we'll have it rolling.
For sure. We've got a good guy now back here behind us, Jeffrey Powell. We got Matt Swanson from the class up here on camera. We've got Jeffrey's dad up here. And we had a big group that helped us get it all out here and set it up. So we've had a good crew for a long time. It's been fun working with these guys in the broadcasting class here at Heritage. And last year kind of set the bar, and now we're trying to get over that one, and they're doing a good job with it.
They did a great job. It's quite a production. You know, we travel around and see some of the other schools, some of the things they're doing, and it's a big, ambitious task that you do with all the equipment and all the different cameras, and do a great job with it. And these guys are learning more and more all the time, it seems. Jeffrey again, looks like coach has decided we're going to ride Jeffrey for a little while, get that clock running.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. We got all the points we really need. If we can bang out a couple of first downs every drive here, this one should be pretty much in the bank. You can start thinking about, Pickens County next week?
That's right. We head out to Pickens County. It's up on the mountain. They were leading pretty big over, was it Southeast earlier? Pickens looks like they're the chief rival for Ridgeland this year, or competition for Ridgeland this year. Those two look like they're kind of at the top of the region. Of course, Northwest was hanging with Ridgeland earlier tonight. So.
Yeah, you can't ever count them out really in anything. They're solid in about everything they go out and try to play. And I thought last week playing Ridgeland, I haven't seen Northwest yet, but I thought Ridgeland could be beat. They didn't really, they beat us up a little bit early, but they're still kind of, they'll turn the ball over a little bit and keep you in some games.
They weren't huge up front, too. Our offensive line did a good job against them last week, and we're able to move the ball. Third down here, 3rd and about 8. We're going to pitch it out there. Jeffrey's turning the corner. Not going to get much on it, though.
No, they strung it out really nicely out there. Had a lot of heads on the ball and were able to get him down over there. I don't know if he might not have gained anything there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 34, Martin on the stop for LaFayette. Bring up 4th down.
Ball spotted right on the 35-yard line. 4th and 6 coming up, so we're going to see our punt team. I think this is the first time for our punt team.
Yeah, and Jeffrey's been really good the past couple of years at punting. He had one blocked last week by Ridgeland. But he's still got a pretty good average.
Yeah, that kid that picked that ball up is probably wishing he hadn't after Jeffrey popped him over there by the pylon. Low kick here. Going to get a good bounce for us, though. We take 4 minutes off the clock. See if our defense was able to make any adjustments and slow down the Ramblers. Pretty good night for defense, really. I mean, LaFayette had a couple of decent drives, but for the most part, we've been shutting them down.
Yeah, we've had a lot of penetration. That front four there has been pretty good. Thomas Owens has been in there a lot. Got a couple turnovers. Pendergrass has been a factor here in the midway through the second quarter. He's been kind of and the quarterback, they've both been pretty good at moving the ball down the field a little bit.
Yeah, that's Pendergrass on this near side in the slot. Right there on the hashes. Screen pass the other way. A lot of traffic over there. We had that one sniffed out pretty well.
Yeah, it's not a bad play for Lafayette's coach staff to try that. We're having some guys coming in there. If they connect on that and complete it, they'll have a little bit of room because we're bringing a couple of guys extra seems like every play now. Quarterback was a little bit off there, or the receiver was in the wrong area.
The 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Got a man on that far side. It's number 4. Austin Rogers on the completion. Looks like he's got the first down, too.
Yeah, a lot of time to throw there, and there was nobody over there. It was about a 10 or 12-yard out, and he caught it and just got right out of bounds. Guess we don't really want to give up too big of a play here. Make them go all the way down the field and run some clock if they do score.
Yep, out of bounds, stop the clock there. So we had a 4-minute possession, and so far they've got a couple plays in about 4 seconds. Looking this way to Pendergrass. It's well blocked. They've ran that little screen pass a couple times on us. They start one way, then throw it back the other way. We're going to finally catch up to him about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Wes Lozano ran him down, but boy, he got a long way down there, all the way in the red zone down there.
Number 28, Wes Lozano on the stop.
That was well blocked by the Ramblers that time.
Sure was. He's a load to bring down, too. He's pretty solid. I like the way he's been playing tonight. Pendergrass.
It's a tough little play, a little misdirection, just a pause of a second or two looking to that left side and then spin and throw it back over here.
It's almost a blind throw. He didn't even really look. He just knew he was there and fired it out there, and then it was just, they had it all walled off.
Ramblers offense in business down inside the Silox red zone. We got him stuffed here. God, who was that? We got way in the backfield. That wasn't Thomas again, was it?
It looked like him. I believe it was. He's back here letting the crowd know.
He's had a great game.
Number 16, Thomas Owen, 53, Zach Angel, and number 31, Ethan Bones combined on the stop.
Sure has. It's fun to watch him when he gets going.
So they lost a couple yards on that play. Looking to throw here. They got a man open. That's Pendergrass. Touchdown.
Yeah, slip a little roll out there and just floated it in there nicely to him. He was open by a good 4 or 5 yards.
Started in tight, everybody in tight, and just leaked him out to the corner.
They're pretty creative in some of their play calls. They've had some nice plays. They just got behind so much there in the first quarter. Hit a couple onside kicks on them, and this game was pretty much over. They're trying to get back in it here, but they still got a long way to go.
He almost blocked it right there. He killed that all the way to the track. So that is good. So 7:02 left in the third quarter. LaFayette 20, Heritage 49.
Coming up.
Kind of a quiet crowd. Everybody's stunned early on. We had 42 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, 42, and just kind of took the life out of even our crowd. The cheerleaders are trying to get them back into it down there. I haven't seen Logan Pickett in a while either. He's kind of falling down on the job. We'll have to talk to Logan about that on Monday.
So this game's still kind of teetering on, is it a game or is it over? Not quite sure yet. Pretty good return there. Got popped right at the end, though.
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. If we don't turn the ball over, it's over, Kevin. I think we can just continue. If we just run the ball 3 times and punt it even, there shouldn't be any way possible that they can catch us as long as we don't put the ball on the ground or throw something that gets picked off.
Yeah, I think that last drive, it's kind of the philosophy of the coaches, but again, we took about 4 minutes off the clock, and then they took less than a minute to turn around and score.
Yeah, we can't just let them waltz right down the field. That'd be the only thing I'd have to worry about. They're going to have to make them expend some time to get it in there. But
this is really where you'd like to see our offensive line just kind of show some dominance and just take over this game.
Yeah, I think a long drive here and a touchdown, or even a field goal, really puts it away if it's not already.
Couple yards there, but yeah, they know we want to run the ball, and if we can just impose our will and do just that, that'd be huge, and it'd be big going forward too.
They're getting a little into it over there on the Lafayette sideline, though. They kind of came to life there when they kind of stopped Jeffrey on a one yard gain. So don't let it kind of put a couple scores together, that's for sure. Then you might get a little nervous.
Again, I formation, Hanson under center. Fake it this time. Now we're looking to throw. Clint Petty's there. Had him there. Pendergrass on the coverage. We got a couple flags.
Yeah,
What if we had a man downfield or something?
Could have. Chad's there's 2 flags over there.
We shouldn't give Chad 2 flags now.
Well, I don't know
he does enough damage with 1.
Yeah, I don't know if he threw both of them, but
you're probably right. Yeah, that's what it was. We had some big guys down the field. They were trying to get in the action too and catch some touchdowns.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Ineligible receiver downfield against Heritage.
Pretty good throw by Nick there. He never really got his feet set, coming rolling toward his left, which is a tough throw, and he put it really right in Chandler's or Clint's hands, and he just couldn't hold on to it. But when he let it go, I was worried that might sell on him a little bit. But nice throw, he just didn't hold it.
He's been really impressive doing that some this year, and getting out there on the move and throwing on the run. A strong arm. And again, as we've mentioned before, the sky's the limit for him. He's only going to get better and better.
Flag on the play. Never mind.
Timeout.
Going to take a timeout. Coach Slaughter wants to get things organized here. 6:06 left in the third quarter. LaFayette 20, Heritage 49. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. Let's see what Coach Slaughter and Coach Ledbetter have dialed up here. 3 receivers to this near side. Bad snap. Nick scrambling now. Somehow gets the ball away, and Canary came back and almost made a nice catch.
Boy, he sure did. Could have almost been pass interference there, too. That had disaster written all over it.
Sure did. That ball had to be slippery, too, when Nick picked it up.
Yeah, they got a lot of pressure in over there on that backside. If Nick would have held on to it another split second, we could have had a fumble back there. He was lucky to get it off. And it stops the clock for Lafayette, so they didn't do a good job of that position of getting any first downs and running any time.
6:02 left in the third quarter. Jeffrey Curtis back to punt it away. Pretty good one. Wobbly spiral. It's going to bounce and roll. Good roll for us. Going to get all the way down to the 10 before Lafayette jumps on it. Dangerously jumps on it.
Yeah, I would have let that one go. We got another flag down on the play.
Chattanooga State offers in-state tuition for Catoosa County graduates. For more information, visit chattanoogastate.edu.
Ball spotted on the 10-yard line right now. We'll see what they come up with on the infraction.
Still standing over the flag about the 24-yard line. Here it comes.
Blocking them back on the white team.
That should be about half the distance as Chad puts it down on the 5-yard line down there of Lafayette.
All right, we got them backed up. Now we just got to stuff them right here and get the ball back.
And put it away.
I think it would if we could do it. They score right here, and it might start to get a little nervous.
Yeah, you got to give them credit after being that far down. I mean, they could have really just packed their bags and went home, to be honest. But they put up 20 points, and they're not quite out of it yet. We can't just get the knockout punch.
They're hanging around. They got alligator blood just hanging around. There's a flag, and it might have been in the end zone. That might be a safety. We'll see what Big Chad decides on this one. He and the white hat are going to talk about it. He's going to throw it about the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So we'll get a hold on Lafayette. So it'll be half the distance again, I guess. Put it on the 2.5.
And it might be from the spot of the hold, which would be half the distance. That would put them inside the 1-yard line if that's where it happened.
That's a good point.
We'll find out. I'm sure they've got it.
You're right, Coach. That's going to be right there on the doorstep. Thomas Owens is smelling a safety right here.
Yes, he's
maybe a strip fumble for a touchdown. He's had a touchdown before over
sure
at
has.
LFO last year.
Sure has. They're still spread all out too, so there'll be some gaps in there, maybe get in there for Thomas.
First down. They're throwing it out wide, incomplete. Man, that's a long throw out there from your own 1 foot line.
Yeah, I was looking out there to Rogers. He's had a pretty good night for the Ramblers. Just on that type of play, he's caught a couple of outs, and there really hasn't been anybody over there. And they really shouldn't be. I mean, we don't give up no 99-yard touchdown here, but.
Second down now. 5:37 on the clock in the third quarter. The Lafayette Ramblers just hanging around. General's looking like they're going to bring some pressure, bring a couple guys. They've got a screen pass. We've got it sniffed out. There's a face mask, though. We tackled him by his face mask and ripped his helmet off.
Man, everybody threw the flag there. Did you throw yours?
I did.
Yeah. It pulled his whole headgear off. He's lucky he's not injured.
Number 1, Daniel pass, complete to number 24, Hughes. Flag on the play.
Allen Hughes checking his ears, making sure he still has 2.
Yeah, that was rough.
That's going to get him out of the hole. It's not what we wanted. We had him stopped right there for like no gain or maybe a yard. The only thing we could grab a hold of was his headgear.
Yeah, I don't think we needed to do that. We had a couple of guys on him, but that's just where his hand, it looked like it wasn't intentional by any means, but grab anything you can, I guess.
Got to give him a first down, so instead of third and forever from their 2 or 3 yard line, we're going to get him out of the hole. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Ramblers not in a big hurry. The clock did start. They're checking their wristbands for the play. That throwback play again. They've got it blocked up again, too. That's number 4 right there, Rogers. As you mentioned, he's been making a few plays on that little quick out.
Yeah, that's a nice play. The whole line, in fact, was out there in front of him on that play, and all it took was that little fake over here to this side, and then they're shooting it back over there, and there's a lot of room. He's got a lot of big guys out in front of him.
Ramblers going tempo now. As the clock starts again, quarterback draw. It's going to get about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, I think they need to keep doing that. They're lining up in this little huddle, not huddling up at all. They're just kind of keeping everybody out there, but still taking a long time to get their play in.
Second down.
So 2nd and 4. Swing it out there to number 6, looks like, and he's got some wheels. Holy crap. He's gone.
Yeah, he's long gone. I haven't seen him all night that I can remember, but
he shot out of a cannon right there.
Sure did. He might have had one touch earlier, and he got down the sideline a little bit, but he was long gone there. And this thing's still not over.
The Ramblers just kind of chipping away at it. We got 42 in the first quarter. We've had 7 points since. They're going to try to tack on their 27th point of the evening. And it's good. So 4:08 left in the third quarter. Lafayette 27, Heritage 49. We got a little bit of a ball game, folks. Lafayette 27 and Heritage 49. See if our offensive philosophy changes a little bit now. If we get more aggressive, or we kind of stick with the run game, try to pound it and run some clock.
Yeah, that might have been what we did need to do, or we thought that was a good play by Heritage. We're really throwing it all over them. We're really doing everything, but now we're kind of only 3 scores up when this one was all but over in the first quarter.
Yeah, the offensive line has been one of our strengths this year. So I think, coaches thought we could just kind of lean on them and move the chains a little bit and run some clock. And so far, these first 2 drives, we haven't been able to do it.
Look at that.
It's going to be a touchback. So Lafayette getting a little bit of hope.
Yeah, the crowd's pretty much stayed together over there. I mean, one turnover here and another score, and it's definitely a ball game. I think it already is, unfortunately for us. We need to put something together here and go back to what we were doing early in that first quarter, I guess, and maybe let Nick throw it around a little bit.
Yeah, we need to get the ball in Chandler and Nolan's hands a little bit maybe. And even if that is maybe a running play or a sweep or something.
Yeah.
See if they can't make some plays.
They've keyed in on Jeffrey, and then last possession we had a couple of penalties that kind of shot ourselves in the foot with that put us behind the sticks a little bit. Let's see if we can do something right here. This would be huge to get a touchdown on this drive.
We've got 16 minutes left in this game still. There's Jeffrey again. He's got a little more room this time. He's going to get the first down. That's what we're talking about right there. Got a good push and some good blocks on that one.
Sure did, and the home crowd came alive a little bit there. That's a solid run.
First down.
Good blocking.
Yeah, this is the time for that drive right here. This will just take the air out of Lafayette's sails if we can march down the field. Again, 4 minutes ago, this was looking like a mercy rule situation, and now they're right here in striking distance. We try to spread them out again. It's Jeffrey back there with Nick. Looking to throw it. He's a little high, looking for Dylan Bryan over there. Threw it over his head.
Wet ball there. It looked like it didn't get a good grip on it. He's going to his towel now, and that one got away and also stops the clock.
Yeah, it'll keep him honest maybe, though. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Can't tell if Derek Gibson came back in there. That might be something, might have something to do with our line play. I know he was injured early in that second quarter.
Yeah, that's true. Jeffrey falls forward for a couple yards.
Yeah, and here's a big play. It's probably the biggest play of the night right here.
Third down.
3rd and a long 7. Might call it 8.
Yeah, and a stop right now. That Lafayette crowd is going to get even. They're trying to get into it over there, and this would be big if they stopped us here.
2 receivers to both sides. Jeffrey in the backfield. Fakes it to Jeffrey, now looking to throw. Over the middle. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. It's basically like a short punt, though, really, but threw that one high again a little bit.
Yeah, Marsh with the pick off there. A great catch.
Yeah, it was a good play to dive and catch that thing. I know it's getting late, folks, but don't go to bed yet.
No, you can't afford to now. We've let this group hang around, and now they think they can come back and win this thing, and it might be one of the biggest comebacks in Georgia history. What was it, 49-7, 49-0, something like that?
Something like that.
In first quarter at that.
Our defense is going to answer the call right here. I have a feeling we're going to get the ball back. There's no gain on that one.
Yeah, it's Thomas Owens again. He's been a one-man wrecking crew in there in the middle of that line.
Number 44, Pete Patches, and number 16, Thomas Owens.
I'd be looking for that little throwback play here.
We've had trouble with it all night. They've been really good at that one. Got about 2 minutes left in this quarter. Get over here to the sideline, going to get out of bounds. Got a
bunch of penalties.
Penalty
now.
behind the play, too. There's a Rambler who lost his hat and went rolling 10 yards down the field.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Heritage. LaFayette's clapping. Might be 15 yards, too. That'd be huge.
Yep.
Flag on the play.
Maybe losing her cool a little bit out there. Somebody was. But
Against Heritage.
Yeah, we got to get something going here positive on defense.
ball's going to be spotted on the 31-yard line. Ramblers offense moving again.
Yeah, I think it's too much to give them that. That was a 14 or 15-yard catch there, and there was no challenge. I know we don't want to give up a long touchdown here, but they can do that pretty quick too if you're just going to give them that much room on the outside. They can get down, get out of bounds, and they're right down there about to score again.
First and 10. There's that throwback play to 28. He's got another first down.
Yeah, we overran it out there that time. We had Luke Teague out there, but he got too far outside, and the running back or receiver made a nice little cut. Picked up some yardage.
There's Keith on the reception for LaFayette.
Another first down, too. They're right inside the red zone down there around the 20.
They've got some weapons. They really spread it around, too. You know, Pendergrass got going, and he's made some plays, but they've had several contributing.
Yeah, we hadn't stopped them a bunch, really, to be honest. I mean, we got a couple onside kicks, we got a couple of turnovers. So we just played keep away with them for a while. Now they're moving.
First and 10 inside the Silox red zone. Gonna bring a man around on the jet right here. That's number 6 again. He's fast. I thought he stepped out, but they're calling it a touchdown, looks like.
Touchdown.
Wow.
It looks like he stepped out, but I'm not down there to see.
They marked him good, and it was a good run. Got a good block down there on Wes Lozano. It kind of sprung him on into the end zone, but
man, that's a quick score. 1:32 left in the quarter. They are quick strike here in this second half. Extra point is good. That is important because they did miss one earlier. 1:32 left in the third quarter, and the Ramblers are on the comeback. LaFayette 34, Heritage 49. We're just stunned here, Jeff. We just have witnessed Lafayette score back to back to back. The Rambler faithful have made the trip down Highway 27, making some noise there after that touchdown. And they are believing right now over there on the far sideline.
Sure are.
We'll see what kind of heart and grit we've got if we can dig in here and find a way to get a drive going and seal this thing. Long kickoff here. Got a return going here. Got it blocked up pretty well. That's going to give us a good start. Don't get a penalty.
yeah.
A little extra shoving there after the play.
Yeah, Clint Petty's got lucky there. He kind of had a little slap to the Ramblers defender's head. It could have been, especially with Chad looking on. I mean, he don't let a lot of that get by. And he probably shouldn't. I mean, I thought it was going to be a penalty on us there. Yeah, we got to get our crowd back into it. We're kind of dead. We had a really big crowd out here tonight. Student section still here. Cheerleaders trying to get us going.
A lot of people have headed for the house thinking this was going to be just a Heritage rout of the Ramblers, and Lafayette said not so fast.
We sure did. You got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, I had them out of it. You kept saying they still had a chance. I didn't think there was any way, but they're right there. Curtis
again. He's going to get Looks like 4 or 5, 6 yards maybe. It's a good push that time. Driving those strong legs of his.
Yeah, it's really been amazing how they've kind of limited our big plays that we got in that first quarter. Kind of bogged us down. You got to give them credit on defense.
Final score out of Southeast, Pickens 49, Southeast 7. With 4:50 to go in the
Pickens
game.
49-7 over Southeast.
21-20.
Ridgeland barely leading Northwest 21-20 in the fourth quarter. We got a flag on a play. Trying to get Chandler going out here, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I think we need to attack them a little more vertically. We had some stuff down the field on them earlier, but I'm sure they're a nervous wreck right now about what to call. To be honest with you, LaFayette's really responded here, playing really well on defense right now. I think we moved a little bit early. It looked like our receiver on this side toward us might have moved early.
Illegal shift or something on us. So we'll move us back. 34 seconds left on the clock here in this third quarter. Third quarter, we just assume see move on to the fourth. It's not been our quarter. .21 points for the Ramblers in the last 11 and a half minutes. The second down and about 8. Nick looking to throw. High over the middle again. Looking for Canary. Clock will stop on that incompletion. 29 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, we can't get out of this quarter. Nick's left a couple of them high the last few throws. He had one over there on the far sideline that sailed high. That one was a little bit overthrown. Then he had the interception that was thrown a little high. We got to get him back in the rhythm that he had earlier in the game.
So third and a long 8. Might call it 9 yards to go. The Ramblers getting loud over on that far sideline. Again, they're 1-0 in the region. They're smelling 2 wins. That's Dylan Bryan with a nice catch.
Boy, it sure was. That ball was a little bit behind Dylan. He stuck in there knowing he was going to get hit. Reached back and brought it in.
He was right. He was surrounded by Ramblers.
Huge first down right there. That crowd had gotten up over there. We hadn't stopped in, it seems like, an hour, and that moved the chains. That's big time. That's going to end the third quarter, thankfully.
Dylan, our leading receiver so far on the year, coming into the game. Made a big one there, golly.
Sure was.
So this clock is going to run on down. We'll take it to the fourth quarter. It's getting exciting. Lafayette 34, Heritage 49.
At the end of the third quarter, your score.
Go to the fourth quarter, people, here at Jeff Sims Field. Heritage is going to flip around. 1st and 10. We're heading back southbound, back towards the school building. Nick Hansen fakes it to Curtis, going to keep it, and he's got some room over there. Pendergrass trying to track him down. Does, and Nick does a good job of covering the ball up there with 2 hands.
Sure did. Pendergrass took a shot stripping it. Smart play by him. That was a good fake, though. That was wide open. I saw him working on that earlier right at pregame. And, well, that paid off there. He got about 7 or 8 yards there.
That was a very mature run there by Nick. You know, he danced for a second, then just got forward and got down and held on to the ball. Didn't try to do too much and wasn't loose with it either. Pendergrass did do a good job of kind of swiping at it. So second down and a long one. Hear the general crowd getting behind the boys a little bit now. We got some movement. That's going to back us up.
Yeah, look at the whole side of our left side over there. Maybe Coley McAllister moved a little bit early. Might not have been the only one, but
just can't quite find a rhythm. A little discombobulated this second half. Pulled back on the reins a little bit, just kind of by choice, thinking we'd be able to run some clock. And then, you know, here come the Ramblers stopping us and scoring quickly. And now we're just a little bit out of rhythm on offense. Got time to find it back, though. 10:50 as the clock rolls. We got another penalty.
oh my goodness.
Another false start. Clock's running still, though.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I don't know why it is running.
Should not be running, but nobody on the other side's seen it yet and is yelling about it.
Their coach is upset about something, but I don't know if that's what it
They're pointing
is.
up there now. They see it.
And they've rolled it again.
They've rolled about 40 seconds off the clock at least. I think the clock operator thought that he had stopped it, but it was really running.
Oh my goodness. What is going on?
This is a comedy of errors now.
Yeah, we might need to take a timeout and just try to settle this offense down. That's 3 pre-snap penalties in a row.
We had Derek Gibson as our center, and he got hurt that second quarter. I don't know if that's
That might be
part of the problem
yeah.
right there, maybe.
That's a good point because we haven't seen this in a long time here.
These penalties the clock's been running, so they set the ball and they run it. So I mean, these penalties have really kind of help us run some time off the clock. I don't think it's supposed to work like that, but I don't usually question GHSA officials, but
Me either.
there's Canary on the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds.
I don't like to either, but you're right. I mean,
Number 8, Nick pass, completion number 2, Case Canary. Number 27, Pendergrass on the stop.
It's going to bring up third and long. Third and about 10.
still a 2-touchdown game, a score now game, and we need to convert this first down here.
It's a third and long. Looking to throw. Going to throw incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down. 9:29 as the clock stops.
Pass intended for number 9, Chandler Hill, incomplete.
He would have probably been short of the first down even if he had caught that one, but it was thrown in the dirt.
Yeah,
More of a throwaway, really.
Yeah, I think he had more time than he thought. The line held up pretty good there, but that clock in his head was probably running off. He got rid of it.
Looked like he might have had Letzkus down the far seam, but he got some pressure right in his face. Wasn't able to throw it. That one's going to angle out of bounds. So LaFayette is going to get the ball around the 28, 29-yard line with 9:21 left in the game and 3 timeouts. Don't go anywhere yet. Don't go to bed yet. This thing's still up in the air. The Generals are trying to hang on and get a big region win. Your score now, Lafayette 34, Heritage 49. Canari's going to try to catch him. We're not going to. I don't see any flags on the field either. So LaFayette again with a quick strike. That was number 6, that speedster earlier. They brought him kind of on that jet sweep again, and he turned the corner and was gone.
Boy, they've turned this thing around big time.
This is a tale of two halves. I mean, they couldn't stop us the first half, and in this second half, we haven't been able to stop them. Important kick right here, though. It's a 9-point game right now. That makes it an 8-point game, so it's a 1-score ball game with 9:03 left. It might be 9:09 left.
Yeah, we've got an injury down there.
Our training staff's heading out there, going to tend to. It's maybe a cramp, maybe not.
Yeah, it's Thomas Owens
Yeah, they're stretching him like he's cramping up. So hopefully it's not anything serious. Take a quick break here, and again, we need to regroup, try to finish this game off. Lafayette 41, Heritage 49.
Yep. Yeah, you might want to get him the ball.
Time for that reverse.
That's what I do.
That was Thomas Owens there, who was the general that was slow to get up. He slowly made his way over to the sideline under his own power, but he was limping pretty good. This is Letzkus here, maybe?
Chandler, I believe.
That is Chandler. He's got some speed. Going to be corralled around the 35. It is time for our offense to move the ball and hopefully get some more points. It's an 8-point game right now.
Yeah, if there ever was a time, it's now. We've had the whole third quarter. We didn't. I mean, we may have got a couple of first downs, but this has got to be a drive that gets at least a field goal.
Yeah, we haven't called Nolan Lutzkus much this second half, if at all. I wonder if we can find a way to get the ball in his hands. He's far to that left side over there. It's going to be Curtis again. He's got some blockers, and they've got him by a shoestring.
Yeah, he might have got 3 there, 2 or 3.
Number 20, Jeffrey Curtis.
They pretty much decided to make Heritage beat them via the air, it looks to me like. They kind of clamped down a little bit on Jeffrey. Still had a pretty good game, but it's going to take a couple of throws, I think, to win this thing.
2nd and 7, 8.5 minutes left in the game. LaFayette has 3 timeouts. We've got 2. 2 receivers to both sides. We got some movement again. We just can't get things organized.
Self-destruction 101 here.
False start on Heritage.
It's just inconceivable.
Yeah, it's just snowballed into something that's never been seen here before. You know, as a fan of the Falcons, I've seen them blow a lot of games, but I don't even think they've blown anything of this magnitude. I mean, I love the Super Bowl, obviously, but it's not quite this magnitude.
Curtis, he's got a little bit of room. Going to get back up there about where he was before.
Yeah, got the penalty yardage back there, but that's going to set up third and about, what, 5?
Yeah, maybe more like 7.
Yeah, you're right.
3rd and 7, a big one. We've said that the last couple of third downs we've had.
I don't see how it's possible.
Three receivers to the far side. It's like Cade Canary here on this near side. Nick drops the snap, picks it up, got a man chasing him. Looking to that far side, Dylan Bryan. He's going to get another big first down for us. He's right near the sticks. I think he's got it. Nick's a little slow to get up. He got hit after he threw that one.
Yeah, and you touched on a little bit a minute ago, Kevin, about the center being out, and that's another snap there that was hard to handle for Nick, and we've had a lot of pre-snap penalties. That might be a huge key. Derek's been in there a long time for us, and him being out is really coming into play here, I think.
It is a first down, so another big conversion by Dylan Bryan. 1st and 10, 7:19 on the clock. He went out of bounds over there to stop things. 2 receivers to both sides. High snap this time. Nick snags it out of the air. Curtis is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Just kind of really shaky right now, just getting a play off.
Yeah, we got to be careful. I mean, that's the last 2 snaps have been kind of wow.
You know, one of the things we talked about at the very beginning of the year is just the depth. We just don't enjoy this year. There's not a lot of depth this year, so especially talking about a player like Derek Gibson. He's just kind of the anchor for that offensive line and so good at center. He goes out and Nick double clutches it, lobs it up in the air. My goodness, that was slow.
Oh my.
That was slow happening there. He double clutched it, and then it looked like it slipped out of his hand too.
Yeah, you almost just have to hold that one and try to get as much yardage as you can out of it. We're skating on some thin ice. There's no doubt about it here. This another 3rd and long. All the momentum shifted to their side.
3rd and 10. The ball's at midfield. 6:30 left in this game. They've got all of their timeouts.
Maybe we can hit them with a screen here to Curtis. A safe throw. We're pretty good at it. They're probably looking for it, but I might give it a shot right here.
Fake it. Curtis stays in the block. Over the middle, it's tipped. Pendergrass got his hands on it.
He has had an awesome, 2.5 quarters here. He's been all over the place. Now he's doing it on the defensive side. Got his big paw up there and knocked it out of the air. He's trying to go to Cade Canary there.
4th and 10. Going to punt it back to LaFayette. 6:25 on the clock now.
They got twin returners back. Look for something kind of crazy here.
Curtis kicked the last one out of bounds. I don't know if that was by design or he just missed it a little. This one's down the middle, fair caught at the 19-yard line. 6:20 left, and the Ramblers offense back with the ball. 1 score down. Of course, they're going to have to score and get the 2-point conversion, too, to tie things up. But it is getting interesting here at Jeff Sims Field. Homecoming night. Region game we got to have right here if we hope to think about postseason play. Got a gorgeous moon coming up over the sky there in the east. Here we go, 1st and 10 Ramblers. They bring that speedster in motion, give it to him again. He's going to get a few yards, but we bottle him up this time.
Yeah, we got to get somebody on the edge to at least force him back inside. If he gets all the way to the sideline, he's been gone like 2 or 3 times.
Zach Brown made the tackle that time. He's our leading tackler on the year. 5 yards on that play. Clock does continue to run, though. Can't help but keep looking at the clock, Coach. Just hoping that thing's going to run on down. They fake that jet sweep this time. Looking to throw. Still scrambling. Trying to throw it long. They made a nice adjustment, came back to it. We had a couple guys right there in the area, but that's number 2, Marsh.
Yeah, he's came on strong here in the second half, too. We got something going on back here. Got a flag. We might have caught a break there.
Marching back,
Yeah.
He scrambled around for a long time before he launched it.
Sure did. He even cocked it a couple of times and then let it fly. And
man, that was a big break.
I can't believe we're sitting here saying this. I'm still not over it.
So we'll have to do 2nd down all over again. It's going to be 2nd and long. 2nd and 10.
Did they mark the penalty?
It was 2nd and 5, I think.
Okay.
And so then they moved them back 5 and replay the down. Most important thing is it negates about a 30-yard gain.
And the clock's still moving on a penalty, huh? I guess that's a new rule they put in. Oh, my.
Oh, wow, they ran a little inside reverse right there. To number 6, that quick guy, and he's got the 1st down. He's up near midfield.
I believe that's, no, I was about to say it's Rogers, but it's not. Subtle. Boy, that's a nice play, man. They've gashed us with that play to the outside there, and then that's the first time I believe they've ran that tonight, and it popped wide open as well.
We kind of rushed one of our backers off that left side, and they came back with that inside reverse right into that hole.
Yeah, it was nice. I'm impressed with their offense.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers. We're under 5 minutes now. We got all kind of pressure on them. Is that Pendergrass?
Yeah, that's a good play right there by Lozano, I believe.
28, I think. Chase Keith on the catch.
It might have been 29 for us. Made a nice play there. I don't know if that's Dumas.
Number 29, Eric Dumas on the top.
Yeah, that was a huge play because
that was a big one. We've had trouble covering those plays all night.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people in there rushing there. They did a good job. It was a good play design. He just made a good play over there.
2nd and 10, 4:18 and counting on the clock. Completion for no gain. Keeps the clock running. Bring him in motion again, fake it to him. Now looking on the slant. That's Pendergrass on the slant. We barely got him. Clint Petty's got enough of him to trip him up around the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it at 34. Clock stops at 3:59 as they move the chains. This game at the end of the first quarter had zero drama. And this fourth quarter has been nothing but drama.
Our defense is just gassed.
Quarterback draw. That was designed. He's going to pick up 6 or 7.
This may come down to whether we can keep them from converting a 2-point conversion here.
Number 21, Zach Brown on the stop for Heritage. Second down.
They've been up tempo, but not crazy fast. They've been, taking a little bit of time, getting some plays in. 3:23 on the clock now.
Yeah, they've never been really out of control. They've been really solid in just doing this little thing right here.
2nd and 4, bringing the motion again. Suttle's got him stopped though. It's got to be short, a couple yards.
Pretty good shot in on him there too. He's not the biggest of running backs there.
Number 21, Zach Brown.
Pretty good hit, but he's about a yard short of the first down, I believe.
2:54 on the clock. 2:52, 2:50.
Definitely 4-down territory though. They're not. I wouldn't think they would kick a field goal. Although that guy's got the leg to hit it from there for sure, but I don't think they have enough time. Yeah.
They come in tight formation. We got the first down and then some, and then some. That's going to be a Ramblers touchdown.
What an incredible comeback right here.
He's kind of hurt there. We fell on him as we tackled him. He's across the goal line. He kind of fell back, kind of folded up on himself a little bit. So that ball carrier, the touchdown scorer, is injured. So they're going to take a timeout and look at him as we stand. 2:29 left in this game. LaFayette needs 2 points right here to tie things up. We'll take a quick break and be back in a minute. So here we go. 2-point conversion upcoming. Lafayette has all 3 timeouts, so if they were to not get this, they could potentially kick it off to us and try to stop us, use those timeouts. Or we could see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, Big Chad just made the runner that scored that touchdown go back, and now Lafayette's going to call a timeout probably so they can bring that guy back in.
They may. I wouldn't think it'd waste a timeout right here, unless they just had to, but
yeah,
they're going to do it. They're going to take one. I'd like to take this chance to thank all our helpers tonight. Jeffrey Polly's been doing a fantastic job on our switcher down there and pulling up all these shots. He's our tech guy, got all this set up for us tonight and plugged in all these cables in the right spots. Of course, Coach Green here running the show. Matthew Swanson. Got Nolan Polly helping us out tonight on one of these cameras. And our crew helping move things and set things up. Carson Green, Camden Green, Cameron Smith, and Cooper Terry. Takes a lot of hands to get all this stuff out here and get it all set up. A lot of guys to run all our cameras and computers. Appreciate everybody's hard work.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We get to spend a lot of time after school together doing it. The guys seem to have a good time. It's one of my favorite things to do as a broadcasting teacher here. I enjoyed that down at Channel 3 when I was there covering Friday Night Football, and to be able to put this on for Heritage, it's awesome. And it's been a really good game. I didn't think it was going to be that way early, but here we are.
Coming into the game, you thought maybe it would be a battle, but looked like we were going to run away with it. Lafayette had other plans.
They're going to burn another timeout, Kevin. This is it. I mean, the coach over there has ran down the field and called another one, and if that's...
There's 2:29 left in the game. He had 3 timeouts. Now he's got 1. So even if they didn't get this play right here, the way our offense has been sputtering, they could have got the ball back potentially. Or they could have gone for an onside kick and tried to get the ball back. But he's putting all his eggs in this 2-point conversion right here.
Yeah, he's got to feel pretty confident. I mean, everything they've ran's been successful here in this second half. Heritage has got to make one big play. They got to find a way to make a play, and these timeouts should have helped them rest a little bit. The defense looked like they were getting a little bit tired there on that last drive. But, I mean, this Lafayette Arsenal's been hitting on both the outside and the inside here. It's really, I don't even know what they're going to call here. I have no clue what they're going to run.
Yeah, I just disagree with Coach Ellis here on these timeouts. I mean, maybe burn one if you're not sure about the play you got called, but if they don't get it now, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to have to go onside and get it to have a chance, really.
Yeah, I mean, they might have a little bit of time coming back, but not a lot. But, yeah, this is it. He wants to make sure it's right, so Heritage got to make a play here.
A little bit of an interesting formation here. Pendergrass going in motion. Going to roll that way, looking to throw. Throws back across. We knocked it down. We knocked it away.
Wow.
Big stop by the Generals defense. And I haven't had to question Lafayette's play call much the second half, but I didn't like the timeouts, and that play there kind of boxed them in over there. It didn't have a whole lot of options.
Sure did. They rolled the quarterback to the right, which pretty much takes off half the field. He bought a little time, but we were able to get a hand on that pass.
So now there's 2:29. We've got a 2-point lead. Lafayette's got one timeout, so you got to imagine onside coming right here.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, the wet ground, wet ball, so that's going to be hard to cover. And this kicker's been good on his kickoffs. He's been good on his field goals, extra points. So probably safe to say he can do something pretty good with the onside kick. But we got to get some ball security here and hold on to it when we get it.
Yeah, we got a couple of these ourselves earlier.
Yeah, we're good at it. There's no doubt about it. Heritage has been pretty good at onside kicks for a long time, dating all the way back to Dustin Lewis and some of those guys. So we'll see if we can cover one here.
Hanging on to a 2-point lead late in the game. I'm not very good at math, but if we were to cover this thing up and they've got one timeout, we can almost run this thing out.
We can get it to around a minute for sure.
I don't want to leave them a second.
No.
They're set up here for the onside. We got our hands team out there. A lot of pointing and a whistle. We called a timeout, I think, somewhere. Now they got a flag down before he kicked it.
He kicked it backwards. I've never seen that. This game's had everything. And they're going to benefit, it looks like, from a penalty on themselves. That was just weird.
That was weird. He did not look very comfortable kicking it.
No, he didn't. No. He's been looking like an all-star all night.
He's going to get another shot at it here.
No flag on the play. Chad picked it up.
I thought maybe we were calling a timeout or something, but so here we go. We'll try it again. This time maybe it'll count. It is a better kick this time. We've got it. It's right at us. Nice, easy hop. We fall on it, and again, Lafayette used 2 timeouts a minute ago, so now they just got one.
Wes Lozano, he's the one that made the play down there in the end zone on the 2-point conversion, and he made the play there to cover that. That was huge.
2:26. One first down will end it.
Yeah, one first down should do it, but if they, like you said, we can't leave them really any time. They can score from anywhere on the field. They've proven that already.
So here we go. We got Pete Paget at fullback, Jeffrey Curtis tailback, Nick is under center. That's Curtis behind a big line. He's got a first down and still moving. holding on to the ball. 23 was trying to strip it out of there for the Ramblers.
Yeah, that's a strategy, I think. And once they get past that 5 or 6 yard mark, try to get behind them and get it. I almost wouldn't. Well, you might have to hand off again here now at that big play, but it's almost just taking knee time. They didn't spend their time out there, or did they?
Well, they set the chains and clock stopped momentarily. Now it's running 2:09, 2:08. So we're going to take our time here.
That was a big run right there.
We need one more.
Thomas Owens back in the game on offense over there at tight end.
Bringing in some meat here on the line. Got a good push last play. Now we got another flag. I don't know how many flags we've had this game, but it's been several.
Yeah, that's a delay of game, and that shouldn't happen. And they usually tell the coach how much time they've got, and he'll tell them with 5 or 6 seconds, and they know when to snap it in this situation, but somehow we didn't get it off there. I thought LaFayette's been in jeopardy of that all night, but they hadn't had a delay.
Yeah, there's no visible play clock to help us out with that. 1:49 on the clock here. Jeffrey gets it. Got a little rim, slides down though as he tries to cut. So it's going to be 2nd down and 13 or so. Lafayette does use their timeout here. The clock continues to run a few seconds.
Well, whoever's running it tonight is probably getting tired.
Yep. Should be a GHSA official on the clock. So we do have Lafayette's last timeout, and we have 1:39 on the clock right now.
So if we fell on it twice, that should put us at about a minute, which is still too much time. We've already discussed that. You don't want to leave them hardly any time, so you probably got to hand it off to Jeffrey another time or two here to seal the deal.
He's 2nd and 13 here, so just pounding it 2 more times. You wouldn't think it'd be an easy first down there, but we got a good push a minute ago and got about 13 yards. So
sure did. He's got to keep 2 hands on the ball because you know they're going to be going for it. And Heritage needs to take everybody to the ball after they feel like they're out of the play. They can't give up. In case he does put it on the ground, they got to have somebody there to get on it. Coaches Cassell and Ledbetter up top there looking on. They know what they're going to do. Let's see what they're going to do. I have a pretty good guess they're going to give it to Jeffrey.
All right, so here we go. Lafayette is out of timeouts. We got Kay Canary out very wide, drawing 1 Rambler defender out of the box. Pete goes in motion that way. Nick's going to keep it, run around, and he needs to go down, and he does. We're going to lose lots of yards, though. 130, 129, 128 on the clock.
Well, that's one of those plays. If it works, you're a genius. But that time they were, I guess, ready for it. They got a lot of penetration over on that side, and that left Nick in a pretty scary situation there.
It's going to be under a minute by the time we snap this thing. And then we should be able to run another 40 seconds off. So there'll be maybe 20, 25 seconds left when we have to punt this thing back to Lafayette. I'm not going to leave them much time, if anything. 55 seconds, 54 seconds. 3rd and very long. We're going to use a timeout here, I think, before we get a delay. So 51 seconds left on the clock. We're still up 2 points, hanging on, trying to run this clock out.
Hanging on for dear life here. And I remember back when we beat Ringo for the first time, I was coming down to a situation like this, and we snapped it to Jeffrey, the punter, and he took off backwards toward our own end zone and was able to run the clock out, but it scared me to death. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Maybe we can bust a draw or something here, or some power off tackle and get this first down. But that's 3rd and 18.
Yeah, I don't even think we're trying to get a first down at this point. But I remember that play you were talking about. It scared me too. I thought Jeffrey was going to hear the horn sound and think the game was over and just drop the ball right there for Ringo to scoop it up and score, but he didn't, thankfully. But
no. I'd really rather not see us have to punt it, but it's going to take a miracle for us not to have to at least give them one crack at it.
51 seconds on the clock. Nick under center. 3rd and forever. Give it to Curtis. He's got a little room, though. Still going. That play's going to take about 8 or 10 seconds. We've got 41 on the clock, 40. I think we're going to be able to run this clock out. When he catches it, he might be able to run around for a few seconds.
Well, remember that kicker's got a strong leg. I mean, do anything crazy, he can scoot into range, but this is going to take it way down here.
Yeah, that play took 8 or 10 seconds right there. So,
and the clock's still running.
Our coaches are claiming that they don't have enough time.
What's going on?
We're going to run the clock out.
I don't know how.
The play clock didn't set quick enough, so we were able to run the clock out. Looks like 8 seconds, 7 seconds. We don't have to run another play.
Wow.
We're going to hang on and win a nail biter here for our first region win of the year. Going to give LaFayette their first region loss of the year. Both teams will be 1-1 in the region now.
Wow, Kevin, I don't. Whew.
Golly, what a crazy game.
I'm exhausted just from being up here. Wow.
Tell of 2 halves, really. We dominated the first half and Lafayette the second. Comes down to a 2-point conversion, and we're able to knock a pass down, hang on for dear life, and get the victory. So well done in the end. We'll take it. Again, going into the game, we knew it was going to be we felt like it was going to be a barn burner, a close one. We'd have a chance to win, and looked like we could run away with it, but not the case. But we still hang on, get the victory. Your final score, Lafayette 47, Heritage 49. Next week, the Generals are going to head up the mountain all the way to Pickens County, and we will try to get a big region win up there.